All right, folks. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are now live.
Hey,
Hello, everyone.
Hey, hey.
What is up, guys?
I hope you like the picture I chose for you, Ray.
Gay.
It's a gay.
So it's normal?
Looks like
That's
lemons.
normal. Oh my
That
god.
picture of a
It's hot in here.
Viking warrior.
The Viking Wario. Oh, that's right.
Dude, you should have asked Ray. He could have drawn you something in like 3 minutes.
Passed out.
He always refuses to sketch stuff out, man. Like he gets all, no man, I don't know. Hey, it's
Dude,
Afro
what
Sauce, Afro, dude, what's up, man?
Afro!
Dude, welcome, welcome. Hey, he's been here. Your mom's from the web of Emhyr. Fuck you, bro. Yes, yes. So, I mean, as you guys notice, Ray is a picture today. He's not on his webcam. Would you like to explain why, Ray?
Oh, I'm sick as hell. I've been for the last couple of days, and the room I'm in right now is pitch black anyway. So even if my camera was on, wouldn't be able to see
He
anything.
looks like death.
What's up, Luke?
Well,
Yeah.
if you're sick, why'd you come
Roger,
on
you
the
don't-
stream so you can get the rest of us sick?
Roger, you don't got permission
Off right
to
in
post
the
links? I thought I got rid of that,
Thank you,
Roger. You
internet.
should be able to post the link, man. If
What's
not,
up, Roger?
if not, then just don't post links, because links are bad. Links are bad, okay? Don't post links, okay? Twitch sickness.
Okay.
Okay. Let's turn on some of the music. Oh, there we go. The music for the stream.
And Roger's messages were deleted. Timed out.
No,
Deuces.
he should be able to post links. Yeah, there you go.
I know.
Yeah, they get auto-removed.
Moderated. Huh.
Oh. That's funny because they show up on... Because I have a different chat. Because I'm streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. I use this
Well-
chat that shows me both at the same time.
In our normal chump chat, it gets deleted.
Really? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
He just posted... Well, let me show you here what he posted real quick. You can see it here. Oh no! I just switched the screen. So yeah, it'll show up in a second. He's apparently a very sweet transvestite.
What?
I don't know. But, sorry.
All right.
Let's do
So,
this.
right now, Ray is here, Agarim. Unfortunately, Brandon, who plays Night Breeze, will not be arriving for a little while. Does everyone remember where we left off? Would anyone like to recap?
I think we were just about to bury Night Breeze.
Yeah, it was
I
about
remember
dawn.
exactly where
ready
we
to
left
put it in.
off. Because I create the chapters on my YouTube page, so I watched the stream like twice.
Okay, go ahead.
We left off. We just buried the Burgomaster. Burgomaster? Did I say that right?
The burger.
Yeah,
Not the
Burgomaster.
Burgermaster.
Daddy
No,
Burgomaster.
Daddy
I want to
Burgermaster.
McDouble.
And we are now escorting his daughter to some other safe place while the brother stays as the new Burgomaster. We're still in the church, and there is a vampire in the basement that is the son of the priest. So,
Yes, Father
Kinda where we left
Donovic
off.
told you that his son has been afflicted with vampirism and that he managed to trap him in the basement. When you spoke with Father Donovic after you buried the Burgomaster, he recommended that you take Irina either to Krezik or down to the fortified town of Valaki. Krezik, he said, you should bring her to the Abbey of Saint Markovia, or he said, failing that, take her to the fortified town of Valaki.
so I also wanted to point out some stuff. I mean, so obviously there's a lot of things that we missed before Jade joined us. One of them was we found that secret room in the death house behind the library, and there was a note there from Strahd. I mean, we read it. We knew it was an invitation, but we just assumed that he sent it to the family there. But it was an open invitation. So, I mean, we didn't even think that we could have just crashed the party, which is I'm sure why Strahd showed up and let us know, hey, you're coming to my party, right? Right. So I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I guess we're gonna try. I know that John's has talked to a few of us about it. We're gonna try to be a little bit more immersive in our gameplay now. We're gonna try to see things through our character's eyes rather than just. I mean, because it's supposed to be a horrific tale, right, John? It's supposed to be like, like horror and
It is gothic horror.
Gothic horror,
I think a great example of that was you guys found two versions of the same note. Specifically, David had one of the copies, but they were written by two different people and said two different things. They were both signed with the same name, but the handwriting was different and they said two different things. But no one noticed that you guys had obtained two copies that were of like almost an identical note.
Yeah, there's no detail too small, which again I did not even know because most of the people I played with before, they weren't real campaigns; they were homebrew. So people just let's sit down and just see where this goes, type of thing. So, yeah, man, no detail too small for this shit. But with that said, I guess you guys were ready to give this a shot. I guess another rule I kind of want to instill. I don't know what you guys feel about this. I mean, Chad, you can also chip in on this thought. If someone comes up with an idea for something, it's an improv technique. You either say yes and go along with it, or if you're gonna say no, you have to give a good reason why and come up with a different idea. If you can't do that, then you're just gonna have to say yes. I mean, that's kind of like it's an improv rule of thumb. You don't have to apply it all the time, but it's just so they can keep things more interesting and not so stale. But hey,
Maybe.
Is that the old woman, Jay?
And Sunny.
And said, "Oh, dude,
Oh.
that's cool." Not a pug though, so it doesn't count.
He has two tiny papillons in his house, and then a massive fucking dog that I don't know how it doesn't crush those things on the daily.
Sunny's a huge fan of gothic horror.
Nice. So, this week I did a little bit of scouting. I went to some local comic shops and tabletop shops here in San Antonio. And went to Night Watch Games. And those of you who follow me on Facebook saw some pictures that I posted of the place. Got to talk to the owner, and he told me this really, really cool story that I guess I want to share with you guys. You guys get an idea, because he's really big into role playing and seeing things through the eyes of the character. And I know, Pat, I'm sure you can still hear me because you have your wireless headphones on. But yeah, one of the stories he was saying is he was DMing this adventurer down through some crypts, and the adventurers, they were like showing that they were fearless. They wanted to go through, and he's like, you guys know you're in a very spooky place. There could be living dead here. He's like, yeah, we're ready, let's go do this. So as they keep carelessly adventuring, they run into a zombie, right? It's like, okay, in the distance you see a zombie, what do you do? It's like, we're gonna approach it and kill it, yeah! It's like, you're gonna run up to a living dead corpse. His flesh is rotting off his skin. You can see his eyeballs that are oozing with pus. He starts describing it very vividly. You're just gonna attack it. He's like, yes, we run up to it and attack it. So, as the adventurers run up to him, he then tells me, for about a month, he'd been storing this piece of meat inside a Ziploc bag, letting it rot and letting it accumulate all this toxic crap. And as soon as the adventurers approach the zombie, he opens the bag in front of all the players and starts wafting this ugly, nasty, rotten meat smell, and they just can't handle it. And it's like, this is what your adventurers smell. And they're just like, oh my god, this is disgusting. Ugh. So, okay, well, what do you guys... They're like, put the bag away. He's like, tell you what, I'll put the bag away if you guys decide to run away. And like, yeah, we run away, we run away. So that's kind of like the mentality behind things. I mean, just because you physically aren't there, you should still see things as if you were there. I know it is role-playing, it's a game, but it would make it more interesting, more fun, and a little bit more engaging.
Greetings, Anabaski. Welcome to the stream.
Hey! So that's my spiel. I don't know if you guys like that story or not. I thought it was a pretty cool story.
That's funny.
Yeah, man. But hopefully that gives you an idea of how to see things through character. So a lot of us are noobs. I mean, I've only played... I can't even count with my hands, like, the number of campaigns I've played. It's like, and a lot of us are brand new, so...
So wouldn't you should be able to count?
I can.
Then, right?
I can count with my hands how many campaigns I played.
Look,
Sorry, yes.
He doesn't want to have to go over.
I just don't want to have to go over it.
fingers.
Exactly. Thank you, Jay, for defending me in my. Yes.
Okay.
Anyway.
Stop being so ableist, John.
I'm sorry. I forgot that Yoko has nubs instead of hands.
Yes, I can't count these. I
In
can't.
a terrible character sheet paper cut
Wait.
accident that left him
This is
mangled.
all I got in my hands, man. All I got.
Okay,
But
so
yeah, I mean, it's a good idea to think of things that sort of anchor your you as a player to your character,
Yeah.
like rotten meat.
Like rotten meat.
I just want to throw it out there. My character is just like me, can't smell or taste.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
You know, that would be actually an interesting trait for a character. That's
so,
actually.
for the record,
It's-
anyone watching, he's not kidding about himself being unable to smell and taste.
Yeah.
His character can smell and taste. Patrick cannot.
Yeah, he cannot.
I'm living through my character.
Okay, I think it's already 9:16 or my time 9:16, your guys' time 8:16, so we should get this kicked off. I know
Yeah.
Brandon's not here, but I'm sure he'll arrive, and Ray may be unconscious. Oh no, there he is.
Still here for the moment. Yeah.
Okay, so last we left you guys, you were still in the church itself with Father Donovic.
I thought we were at the graveyard.
Yeah, we're at the
you-
church.
Yeah, you already buried the body.
Well, yeah, I guess it's fine. I had just imagined the session ending with us standing over the grave.
Is that where it ended? We can end it there.
Don't ruin it for me.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right. All of you stand surrounding the grave in which you have just lowered the Burgomaster, and I believe it was Tika and Nightbreeze had grabbed shovels and moved the earth back on top of the casket and had just finished patting it down. When that happened, Donovic had turned to you, Father Donovic had turned to you and said, if you mean to keep Irina safe, you must bring her to Keswick or to the Abbey of Saint Markovia. Those are the only places she will be safe. You must take her out of Barovia.
Do you know anyone at what was that, the Abbey, whatever, the place that you literally just said? God, I'm brain dead right now.
Barovia?
No, not Barovia. Well, we're off to a great start, guys. Good job, mate.
It's the Abbey of Saint Markovia.
Yeah, Markovia. That's the Abbey of Saint Markovia. Who should we seek out at the Abbey? I could have just said that.
He says you should seek out the priest there. I do not recall his name, though the Abbey itself is protected by holy magic.
That's a comfort thought.
I mean, no, I'm not showing a map. You guys aren't really doing anything.
How do we...
Sure, there you go. Bonk.
Father, which road should we take to reach the Abbey?
You need to head westward out of the town. Follow the Svalak road. You'll come to a fork. Keep left. Right leads to Castle Ravenloft. Make sure to steer clear. What can you guys see on your screen right now?
I can
Black.
see black.
It's open.
The abyss.
Good. I was like, wait, what did I just reveal?
Right where you want us.
What was the other town? The fortified town?
Krezik.
So
No.
the road to Krezik won't take us past Castle Ravenloft?
Let me make sure I didn't just give... Yeah, Krezik. In order to reach Krezik, you must follow the road to Wallachia. Wallachia is where the Abbey is at. Along the road, you can reach a gate. Before that gate, there's a path that goes to Castle Ravenloft. If you pass through the gate and continue west, you will make it to Wallachia and eventually to Krezik.
So either way, we will be proceeding past the castle. That's unfortunate.
you will be passing a road that leads to the castle. The castle itself is much farther down the road.
Yeah, thanks, Father. I know the castle's not just going to be right there on the side of the road.
Well, you're the one who seems to need clarification.
Has anybody here ever fought a vampire before?
No.
I have some knowledge on the vampires.
But have you fought one before?
I can't say that I have.
I have not.
Hey guys, can I talk to you for a second? I asked the guys to follow me like away from the priest to talk to them in private.
Okay. Can you guys see the church
Yes.
on your screen?
Oh,
right?
yeah, there it is.
Yes.
Yes.
But did you just ask us that in front of the priest?
I just said if I can talk to you guys in private for a second. That's all I said.
Didn't you say, has anyone killed a vampire?
Yeah. I did. Shit.
Okay, well, I
Hey,
mean,
Strahd
you know,
came and talked to us last
just
night,
so we're keeping it on the down low.
Yeah. Well, do you guys follow me to talk in private? Yes? No? Maybe? No?
Yeah, sure.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
sure.
Yeah, you got it.
Well, I mean,
Sure.
look, guys, I know that some of you might be against the idea of killing this priest's son, but I really
I'm not.
want to. You're not great, and you are. I personally believe this is an abomination of nature, and it should be destroyed. I know some of you guys might disagree.
I don't.
Stares at the monk who isn't present currently, but is in game, and I feel that we should experiment with this vampire. And see
I
what
feel
we're up against.
I'll step in for Nightbreeze here on his behalf because he was commenting against this previously. So Nightbreeze will make a comment like, I believe the father is dealing with this in his own way. It is not our place to interfere with these family matters.
Prayer cannot cure vampirism, and death by starvation is a slow and painful way to go.
How come?
He's got a point.
The idea of experimenting on a vampire makes my stomach churn.
It's not experimenting per se. It's putting this poor creature out of its misery and seeing what we're up against when we go visit Strahd.
Let's assume you guys went a little farther away than just like 15 feet away.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I think what Tika means to say is that we free the priest's son from his misery, but also gain some experience in fighting vampires.
Yes, that's
Prepare us.
exactly what I'm saying. Are you guys all in accord?
I like it.
Killing
in favor.
a day-old whelp is going to offer no insight on confronting a millennia-old vampire. I'm not going to slay this man's child in front of him. I've watched my own family die in front of me when I stood helpless.
Well, I ask you this. Do you believe this town is safe with such a creature living in its town?
It hasn't escaped yet, but we should definitely make sure that it can't get out.
But what if it
Do you
does? Okay.
believe the Morning Lord will cure vampirism?
Then how about this? We offer the priest a more secure method of harboring his son without harming him. That way we can also observe the vampire. At the very least.
I don't follow. What?
We offer the priest, his father, to help secure his son in a way that he will not be able to escape. And while doing that, we might get a better insight on what we're dealing with. Because I'm sure Strahd is not the only vampire out there.
Have you been hiding a portable jail cell?
Have you not heard?
As you guys are having this discussion, anyone who pays any attention to Father Donovic has noticed that he has resumed his kneeling position at the stone altar and has gone back to reciting his prayer to the Morning Lord.
How
praying
is his
again.
son eating? I assume vampires need blood to survive. Is the father giving his blood to his son, or?
Yeah, what is he feeding him?
Who wants to make a religion check? If you want any information on that.
I might have proficiency. Let me double check. that.
I'm very interested, so I would like to.
Or if you feel that this is not something your character would know, then I highly encourage not making a check.
Yeah, I want to learn. So yeah, I don't know anything about vampire.
Give it a shot.
Hey,
The boy could just be
get that roll out of
bats and
here,
other
Ray.
vermin scurrying
Fuck
about the
you.
basement.
Damn priest can't hit more than a 10. What the?
So, Wallow, to be clear, you are making a roll to see if your character knows it, right?
Yes, because I checked once before and I heard of a couple weaknesses, but
Right. Ray, don't forget to switch your character in the chat.
Oh, dang it.
Wallow,
Wait, what the hell is this? Why is Torch a selectable name? I am the Torch. And
it's because it's all tokens you have control over, so you guys can move torches. Wallow, in one of the many books that you have scoured in your studies of necromancy, you uncovered that ancient tome on vampirism that you garnered knowledge from that was referenced earlier, and there you read that vampires are immortal by nature, that their lust for blood is a supernatural and vicious craving, but it is not something required to keep them alive.
gotcha.
Since you rolled that big old 20.
Right.
I don't know. He can tell you now if he wants.
I must say I have read previously. These guys are very difficult to kill as they're immortal. They definitely do like blood, as you pointed out there. But they don't quite need it to stay alive. They can eat other things to get through. I don't know. That pretty much anything sustenance-wise. They might not. Honestly, I didn't read what it could be. It might even be nothing. They might just be hungry and very hungry. I'm not quite sure.
Seems as though the priest wasn't as knowledgeable as he claimed.
Yeah.
I was referring to Ray the priest, not the praying priest. No, yeah.
Father Donovic looks up to you and he says, "I feed my son nothing, for he has dark and unearthly cravings." Several weeks.
That's correct. You could give him anything. Any kind of sustenance would do.
Are you asking Donovic, Father Donovic? I suppose you could find rations down at the trade store, or if you head to Blood of the Vine, they would serve food there as well. You're going to feed him food?
We're not feeding the boy anything.
What?
That is because what he craves is not the food of man. Picking him up a leg of mutton will not satiate his craving.
Are you truly so comfortable with your son in this endless agony?
Wouldn't you prefer to fight a weakened vampire when you throw these doors open and slay the vampire in front of the priest?
So Donovic stands up and slams his fists on the altar, and he says, "How dare you imply that I am comfortable with the wretched curse that is lying upon my son?"
Wait, who is
He
that
is down
directed
there, in general, but I guess specifically at Tika, since Tika's the one who just said that.
at? I didn't hear what he said.
Yeah. Hold on. unless you're gonna cut him off.
I was like kind of planning to. Oh well, no, you can go. It's all good. I'll say I also slam my fist on the altar and say that how can you sit in such inactivity? For weeks he suffers.
What would you have me do? I thought you were a man of God. Would you have me drip blood from the peasants and dribble it down the trap door so that he may no longer be hungry? Would you have me descend the stairs with a dagger and slay my own son? Would you have me be a kinslayer? Is that what you ask of me? Salvation is with the Morning Lord. You strangers want to go down there, give him mutton, and spill his blood upon the church basement floors.
Then...
Someone is asking what's wrong with your sound, Yanko.
Can you guys
Is
hear
your
me
sound
now?
messed up?
Yeah, no, I had it muted because my son was screaming earlier. So I muted it for the stream. My bad, guys. Man, I've been role playing my ass off. Damn. Damn. Okay. Well, I pretty much have been trying to convince the priest to let us feed his son. I really just want to get a glimpse, but I'm trying to convince the priest to let us go down there and at least try to feed him. Since Walu mentioned that he can eat anything, not just blood.
I believe he can, yes.
Can we try to convince him of that? Can we persuade him?
Sure, make a persuasion.
I assure you. Fuck. I tell him, yeah, man, it totally does.
Well, if am I able to persuade him to
Chica,
let us put it
your
out? Your
arguments are as hollow as your bones.
I just bow my head
towards
down,
Ravenloft,
trying to figure out what to say.
I must say, as much as I'm interested in the vampire here, I would love to have tea with this Strahd fellow.
Agarim, can you first tell me what you're gonna say to the priest, and then make a roll for persuasion?
I'm going to tell him that it's how do I put that? That your son has been in endless agony for these last few weeks, and it's clear to me that there is no cure in sight. And if you truly wish to free your son from the suffering, then allow us to do what you lack the strength to do.
Why do you patronize the man? Don't you think he knows this?
Roll a persuasion.
Dear Lord.
Oh my God,
Yes,
it's
I'm very
Neil.
convincing.
All right,
He says,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, the Morning Lord is the only path for us.
You know what? I'm gonna burn my inspiration. I'm re-rolling that.
Okay. You wanna
Gosh.
pull a Taroko card?
Here we go.
Oh lordy.
Draw. Wait, shit, I fucked up. Okay, draw.
Did you draw it?
Oh,
there
it
we
is.
go.
Yeah.
I was like, where did it go?
Huh, a merchant.
Doesn't sound horrible.
Okay. Go ahead and make your reroll. Or your advantage roll, basically, is what it gives you. So it's another die. Roll another die.
Where's it? Persuasion, where you at? There.
Yeah.
I'm liking it.
Okay. Donovic sort of rests his face in his hands, and he goes, I must speak the truth, for it hangs heavy on my heart. Doru has been afflicted for more than a year, not just a few weeks. If he was going to starve, it would have happened by now, but perhaps it is time. You have my permission.
A difficult decision, but an admirable one.
Please make it swift.
Where's
He was a good boy.
Where's
He
the?
was a
Sorry, go ahead. I don't want to interrupt you.
he was a good boy. If it wasn't for that wizard leading that storm to the castle, this never would have happened.
Wizard leading the storm to the castle. Is that one of the wizards we saw during the parade last night?
Perhaps. It's hard to say. So many spirits march at night. I don't know his face.
Do you have the name of this wizard?
I do not. He was an adventurer like yourselves, like the many groups that have come before you.
Did he go alone?
Of course not. He went with the rest of the villagers. Nearly half the population of Barovia marched up there. With that... I cannot bring his name to mind. I know it began with an M, perhaps. It was... He got the whole town riled up, saying that if everyone banded together, Strahd would fall. That it took the power of many to bring down one. They were all wiped out. The only one who returned was my son, and he didn't return as my son.
Where's the... Is this right here where the sun is?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I start heading that way, and I as I leave, I say, "You've done the right thing, priest. Let your son rest finally."
Oh.
We will bring your son to peace.
So as everybody gathers, I don't know if everybody's gathering.
What, do you just walk through me?
Yeah, it
no,
looked like you
I
were
slipped
trying to
through
block your
underneath
way.
your legs. I kind of squirmed my way through. I let everybody know that when me and the monk came yesterday, while we split up, he let us know that he is not restrained down there. He's just simply locked in here. So please be ready and cautious.
Okay.
No, seriously, what, do you just walk through me? Because no one's going past.
Yeah, he went to go block the door. I
Oh,
saw
are
him
you
move
blocking
there.
the door? Is that what you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh snap! Well, I'm gonna walk right up to him. And stand aside, paladin. Oh wait, no,
Sure.
paladin aren't a term. Stand aside. I just tell him
Stand
stand
aside,
aside.
Emhyr is his name.
I'm here.
I have no intention of allowing you to murder this man's son in a house of worship. When you sit here and pathetically beg him to kill this poor thing. We have better things to be worrying about. We have to get to the Abbey. We have Strahd. This thing hasn't escaped for a year, and yet you want to waste time on this?
A year suffering in the cellar.
You don't care about this creature's suffering.
You heard the
You didn't
priest's
even.
request.
You did not even care about this man's suffering when you insult a priest for praying to his god. Is you a man of worship? It's disgusting. What kind of priest are you?
I get sorry, man. I get close to Emhyr's face so that it's not so loud. And I say, "Look, man, this thing down there is a monster, and this town is not safe as long as it lives. It must be eliminated."
Don't speak to me as if I don't understand what is down there, bird.
Then what
Bird.
what are you arguing about? You know what's down there. You know this town is not safe as long as there's any monster within it. How can we leave here, leaving this creature alive? What if anybody wanders in
Does it appear to you
here?
that this town has ever been safe? It's been down there for a year. It hasn't eaten. You
I
can
will
take
not
care
allow
of Strahd.
Paladin, step
It
aside.
matters not to me what you'll allow.
Paladin, step aside.
Emhyr, if you do not stand with us, you stand against us.
Oh God. Are we gonna get a player kill? Is that what's happening?
Emhyr, the father wants his son to finally rest. Let us do this last task. It's 6 of us against 1.
No,
Let
he
us-
doesn't. You marched in here priest, may I remind you, into a house of worship and then bullied the clergyman so that you can assassinate his child. You're disgusting.
There was
All
no
of you.
bullying involved at all, sir. It was just reasoning and logic.
We offered to do this.
Logic,
priest
you were
last
offering to feed a vampire mutton.
I'm just going off of what I heard. Walu said
Guys,
he's the one with the knowledge.
May I suggest, if he's been locked up for a year, let's move on for now. I assume he will be locked up if we were to return at any point. But I do want to grab this tea. I'd be very upset if we missed it with Strahd. He seemed interesting.
I refuse.
Oh my god.
Johns, can I try to make an athletics check to try to screw my way through Emhyr?
Sorry, I was chewing crackers and I turned my microphone off.
That's cool.
Yeah, so you can do an acrobatics or an athletics against Emhyr's athletics.
Okay.
Because I assume Emhyr is just strong arming to keep you out.
So everybody can see. Right.
Really?
Oh shit.
Ooh. So you like go to slide under his like arm, and just as you're about to like get your hands on the handle, Emhyr like grabs you by the scruff of your feathers and pushes you back away from the door.
Enough of that.
Agar, is that what is that?
Oh, I also intend to move past him.
All right, Emhyr, you got to roll again to contest. All right, Emhyr, while you're dealing with Tika trying to slide under you, Agarim sort of blindsides you and knocks you to the side of the door, shoving you 5 feet out of the way.
Okay, stand aside, Emhyr.
Damn, that was rough.
Are you doing anything else?
I just tell Emhyr, if you intend to oppose me, I will not hold back.
Jeez.
Good job.
Hold back? Are you gonna peel a banana in front of me?
I charge my hands with the energy of death.
I say, don't hurt him. Just go get the boy.
I advance into the room and motion for Tika to come.
To be clear, did you start casting, like you started the beginnings of the spell?
Oh no, that was just like a little display.
Well, that's I mean, you did something that was visible to the other characters as like you were like riling up some sort of attack.
Oh, is that considered? I mean, it was just Sacred Flame, I guess.
Okay, I was just asking if Emhyr would if all of the party members, it would be clear that you were about to, that you were threatening with physical violence or with magical violence before Tika interceded. I just wanted to make sure that was the intent.
Yeah, that.
Okay, I'm gonna assume that was the intent. Okay, Agarim, you open the door and step through, unless something else is happening from someone else.
I step in front of it. Well,
okay,
you're so sure of yourself, handle the vampire on your own.
While he's distracted with that, I'd like to try to squeeze in again if possible.
Distracted with what? Distracted with stepping in front of the door?
I thought you were talking to Agrim.
He stepped in front of the door and said that to Agarim.
Oh, like he blocked it.
Is everyone just standing around looking at me and fucking Agrim?
Yeah, Walu, David, what are you guys doing?
I'm kind of just watching this whole.
I'm lost in the moment.
You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna try to go under Emhyr's legs and get in the room with Agrim.
Okay, anyone who's trying to... Emhyr, are you physically blocking the door again?
Sure.
Okay, let's do Tika and Emhyr first. Go ahead and Tika roll your acrobatics or athletics, and Emhyr roll your athletics.
Damn, that sucked.
Alright, well, Emhyr clearly sees you coming and just shoves you back from whence you came. David?
I go, damn it, I'm here!
Can I interfere if I'm behind him?
I mean, hold on, David, because I assume this is happening, like, you walk in, he steps in the doorway, and they try and get past him. So,
Yeah.
David,
Yeah, that should.
do
you
your
want
or athletics.
you
Either
want
one.
athletics or acrobatics? Oh,
Either one.
Okay.
And Emhyr, go ahead and do your athletics. Jesus
Holy
Christ. Alright, well, Emhyr, the gnome proves too wiggly for you. And he just, like, slides between your legs.
Whoop.
Oh, yeah, Yanko, you gotta change your name, man.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, man.
Okay. Egrim, you wanted to... What were you doing? You were asking to do something?
To aid in Tika coming in, I was going to try to restrain.
What's wrong, coward? Are you too afraid to face the vampire on your own?
Unlike you, I have
Summon the
faith
monkey!
in my party.
Just to be clear,
You have
John,
no faith.
John
You have
Johnson-
nothing. You mock gods in a house of worship. You are disgusting.
Say as you will.
You also have that whisper chat if you need to tell me anything
Yeah,
while
just
people are
remember that.
talking.
How does whisper? Was that /W?
I gave you a DM whisper button if you need to whisper to me.
Oh, whisper GM.
Yeah.
Aha.
That goes straight to me.
Convenient. Well. Oh, so am I able to aid in Tika coming into the room?
Well, Tika already failed that.
Yeah.
He tried that, like, right when you went through the door.
Release the boy, I yell from where I am.
I don't want the priest to have to deal with, like, hearing the boy, or us fighting him with what's going on.
Emhyr, Nightbreeze approaches you and he says, clearly they're set on whatever course they want to take. It doesn't mean we have to participate, but there's no need in it leading to more violence between us.
You're right. Enjoy yourselves, murderers. I'll storm out of the church.
Okay.
To wherever Princess Lady faces. I forget her name.
Irina is still in this
Irina.
building with
Oh.
you guys.
Yeah.
Can we?
She's just dealing with this.
Irina, we have a journey to make. Let's get you as far away from Strahd as we possibly can by going towards Castle Ravenloft.
Okay,
You know
so
what I mean.
you exit the church?
Yeah.
Okay. A Nightbreeze will follow you. Walu, what are you doing?
Money.
I am here with
How's it
the
going,
group,
man? Rock on, dude.
Okay.
but I'm
I was-
like right here with the group.
Okay.
I'll motion for the other two to join us in the room.
Emhyr, when you exit, Irina is like, yes, if you think that's what's best, and she follows you out.
Miss you
I
too,
should really
Monty.
get a token for her.
Thanks for stopping by, dude.
Yeah, I just noticed they snap to the grid.
Yeah.
That is pretty
From the
handy.
lady. I didn't know
Characters
that.
dancing around, Ray.
You get a token for particular sleep.
Phasing through the wall.
Alright.
Okay. So in the corner of the room there is a trapdoor that is like chained shut, and you can hear the boy crying out and screaming from under it and begging to be fed.
What was the son's name again?
Doru.
Doru.
I kind of run in when I hear the son asking for food, and I just stand right here and just very curiously I yell back. I'm like, "What food are you looking for?"
Hey, Jess. That was funny.
He says, "Blood. Feed me blood. You're not father. Will you give me blood? I'm so hungry. He's been starving me."
Feed me, Seymour.
And
What kind of blood do you favor?
He says, the fresh blood of man. You can pour it through the door. There are cracks on the side. Just dribble some down.
We come not to provide you with blood, Doru, but with relief from this affliction.
And I yell back to him, I'm like, I was just curious, thank you. And I just sit back over to this corner.
All right. Are you gonna open that
Do
thing?
you have a key to unlock the chain? Or the lock that's on the chain?
Sorry to hear that, Money. Jesse, dude.
I am staying close by just in case things go terrible.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, it's not my god, but theirs. But I say, I send you to the Morning Lord, and I open the door.
There is a chain with a padlock holding the door shut.
Oh,
Still.
God damn it!
Here, I'll help you break the lock.
Yeah, I'll probably get my mace and try to smash
While
it.
they're doing this, I'm gonna walk out here. Father, I'm gonna talk to the police now. While they're doing their thing, Father, do you happen to have the key to that padlock?
Agrim, go ahead and roll a damage roll. He says, "Oh no,
Wait, damage roll. What the hell's a damage roll?
For your weapon."
Oh shit! That's right. It is a thing that I can roll.
Smash the lock.
So you hit the padlock and it begins to sort of dent up, but it's still pretty firmly in place. Father Donovic says, I misplaced the key months ago. I'm sure it's lost among the dirt outside or the broken pews in here.
Nice.
Tika, you smack it with your quarterstaff, but your wooden staff has little effect on the metal padlock.
Stupid stick!
I can hear the bangs and everything coming from that room. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I'll look in these pews. Can you watch my llama while we're down there, please?
Is your llama in the church? Is Pickles in the church?
Yeah, she's still in the church.
Oh, bust her out, dude! We have a Pickles icon!
Llamas can run faster than horses. Maybe they can also break off.
Dude, they totally can.
The llama can comfort the priest in these trying
We brought her in
times.
last night, remember? I had to run back to that mansion and get her.
What the hell is that?
It's Pickles,
That's
dude!
Good shit. We got pickles
That's
now.
Pickles the llama.
Hey, John, just out of curiosity, do you control Pickles when she's not being ridden, like as an NPC? Or how does that work?
I don't know, it's an animal. If he wants, he puts her somewhere, but generally I'll control her if need be.
Okay, cool.
But if he's leading her or something, or gives her a command, I mean...
Gotcha.
Donovic says, just ensure the doors are shut and she'll be fine.
Right. Thanks. So
And he goes-
I yell, David! Bring your lockpicking tools!
Oh, no shit!
Can you watch my llama while I kill your vampire son?
Agrim, are you swinging again, or are you just doing the one?
I was assuming you heard me yell
like
for
how banged up does the lock look after that? Like only a few more of those, or like it'll take a lot?
You feel you could probably get it undone in a couple more.
Shoot. I'm just gonna hold down the cellar door while I'm waiting for David to come back with that lockpick.
Okay.
No. Hey guys, I'm here. My pieces. Okay, so I have a thieves kit. How do I
Thieves
use
tools.
it? Yeah, thieves tools.
You're proficient with it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna roll dexterity plus your proficiency.
Holy
Ooh,
fuck!
God damn! He looks at it and it unlocks.
Damn, dude.
Okay, so you very deftly pick the lock and the padlock pops open. It gets stuck a little due to the recent denting, but you wiggle it free and pop the padlock off. Pull the chain to the side of the trapdoor.
I got it, guys. I, David, the master of unlocking.
As soon as I hear that and see that, I tell the guys around me, Be ready. And I prepare produce flame.
You prepare it or you cast it?
Like I have it as I cast it, I guess. I have it produced, but I like to ready an action. So as soon as I see the vampire, and if he starts charging at me, I'm gonna chuck it at him.
Okay. All right. Well, now that the chain is off of it, before you sits a heavy wooden trapdoor that has swollen into its frame.
Okay, well, I don't think I'm strong enough to lift this door. One of you bigger guys do it.
I push Agram in the front.
I'm gonna wait back here, guys.
I released the door and then I lift it up.
Okay, so you go to open the door and it's clear that the moisture from below has caused it to swell in its frame and it's stuck. You're gonna need a strength check to open it up.
Can I help him open it?
I do the old spit on the hands and yeah, here we go. Bang. Oh, that's a saving throw. God damn it. Oh wait.
It's the same for you anyway. It should be, right?
Oh, okay.
Because you're not proficient with saving throws, so or strength saving throws. So you grab a hold of it and you sort of like your biceps tighten up as you try and pull it open, and just when you're about to give up, you can feel it pop loose from the frame.
Ah, good. I turn to the party and I say, "Be ready." And does it like go further down? Is it like a room down there?
Yep. Before you is a set of stairs that descends into the basement.
Jesse, thanks for the stream.
Right,
thanks for the host, buddy.
I begin my descent.
All right, I'm right behind him.
Does anyone have torches or anything? I mean, I know Tika, you have.
I have my produce flame, which I cast.
I have a torch on me.
It's got a little fire. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I have dark vision. I don't know.
Dark vision as well.
Same. But I do also have a torch.
I'm gonna have to do the syncing because whenever you sync or pair the flame to me, it like doesn't stay on me, dude.
That's fine. Give me just a second so I can.
I think I got it.
Sorry for Skeletor.
Oh jeez. Oh man, that's atmospheric.
Beautiful.
That's so cool, right?
That's freaking awesome, dude.
Looks like colors, man.
Okay, the church's undercroft has rough-hewn walls and a floor made of damp clay and earth. Rotting wood pillars strain under the weight of the wooden ceiling, and candlelight from the chapel above slips through the cracks, allowing you to glimpse a gaunt shape in the far corner. As you step down onto the floor, Agarim, you can hear a hiss from that far corner say, "I can smell your blood."
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm David.
You just moved over the side railing, Tika.
Oh, my bad.
You did a flying leap, you know.
So we'll go ahead and we'll do initiative. So if you guys want to all roll initiative, that way we can just track this.
What the heck?
Oh, show.
Don't forget to select your character.
Yay!
I continue my tradition of the shittiest initiatives known to man.
Oh, my bad. I accidentally rolled twice.
I call last 4.
Oh wait, hey John. So
Yeah.
what happened with that tarot card? Or
Thanks,
tarot card?
Lonnie, dude. Thanks for stopping
Who
by.
knows?
Love you, bro.
You pulled the merchant.
See you soon.
Gotta give me a hint, man.
I don't gotta give you shit.
Did.
Check my wallet. Am I missing all my money?
Dude, he totally said it, I thought.
That Taroka card was vampire steroids.
Super onion.
Oh, Wallow, you also rolled a 4. Great.
All right, Tika.
Yeah, I called last 4.
I'm trying to see if my
Sorry.
friends grouped up with me.
I may have accidentally unpaired it. There were 2 of them, and I deleted one of them.
Okay. And I'll bring out a new one. We're trying out this new thing that John's figured out. It's pretty cool.
You don't need a new one. You just have to select the flame and then select yourself again.
There we go. Now it's paired. Should be.
Oh, hey, you got a little fire on you.
Yeah, that actually produces light. So when he attaches it to himself, it produces light how it's supposed to.
Wait. Can you guys see the flame in front of me?
I see the flame on you.
It's in front. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
see it in front of me, Johns. I'm the only one.
Everyone else can. I don't know
It's
why.
like right on the middle of your
Yeah.
camera.
Yeah, none of the viewers can see it either. If that's the case. That sucks. Oh well.
Greetings, Super Onions. Welcome
I just see all
to the
black.
game.
Hello,
Welcome,
Super
welcome.
Onions.
And Nikolay, who I didn't ever say.
Nikolai
hi
is
to.
my friend Neil, who I say looks a lot like you, Johns.
Mm.
Yeah, remember when I
hello.
first met you, I was like, "You look like my friend Neil." That's him. Yeah.
All right, Tika, you get the first go as you descend the staircase.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
You got the higher initiative.
Yeah.
I say, "Show yourself, beast," and I stay behind Agarim.
Okay. David.
I'm kind of at the top of the stairs. You said you smell our blood. We're not bleeding? Okay, no, I can do.
Someone might have shat their pants.
Can you come out into the light, please?
Freaking Jesse, dude, come on, man.
He hisses and he says, "Have you come to bring me blood? Have you come to feed me?"
I mean, listen, sir. If you come out, maybe we will.
Is that it for your turn?
Yeah.
Agrim?
I move towards the center of the room, and I say, Doru, we've come to end your suffering.
He hisses at you.
I hiss back. No, I'm kidding.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's all for now.
Walu?
I ask him, hey, can we just talk for a minute before any blood of any kind? I just want to chat. I'm very interested in who you are, I guess.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Tika?
Oh.
That's
Did you
That's
have something
him.
you
What a
wanted to do
dick.
on your turn?
that's him, right there.
No, I was just asking a question.
Did you
to him
did you
and he
skip the
just
vampire's turn?
sits there.
I did what I did.
Yeah, keep going, man.
Fuck.
That is him over there, though. Technically, you can't actually see that. You can only see it because you have Agrim's vision.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I step to where I can I see him from here? Or- no, I can't.
No, you won't be able to see him unless you get within 20 feet of him.
'Cause I was right here, and I have a speed of 60? No, fuck, 60. 30, okay. So, would that be considered 5? Right here?
Yeah. He
Five.
scores 5.
10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I should be able to see a glimpse of him from here, right?
Yes. You can see a like a huddled and gaunt figure in the corner, who's like biting down on his own hand.
Alright.
Whenever you make
I
attack
have
vampire, you should be biting down on your own hand.
Oh, okay. So I bite down
The
on my
hand
left
fire.
hand because I have produce flame on my right hand, and I go, "Abomination, go back to the depths of hell from which you came," and I shoot my fireball.
Jesus.
Damn, that sucked.
sucks.
You do not hit him.
Right. And I lose my produce flame. Can I produce another flame as a bonus action? I'm not sure if that's a thing. Like,
Is the spell a bonus action?
well, the actual like shooting it isn't, but like, you know what I mean? Like, just to have it.
But what's the spell? To cast the spell, what is it?
And the whole the spell itself is an action. Ah, fine. I'm gonna just delete that real quick.
You and your rules, DM.
I'm gonna use the restroom. Oh no, wait. I want to see what the vampire does. And I still have some speed, so I kind of back up, seeing that it missed 25, right here 30. Okay, cool.
So, Agarim, you see Doru sort of scurry up the walls onto the ceiling.
Oh shit.
And then he sort of scurries along the edge.
Hey, John, can I have my dark vision?
Oh yeah, I thought you had it already.
I had light, and then I realized it was Yanko's torch, and it walked away from me.
Yeah.
What's your dark vision? 60 feet, right?
Yeah, it's the normal. Oh, shit.
It should.
Yeah,
Can you
60.
see? You can see.
Yeah, that is amazing.
Oh, so you weren't getting to see all the cool stuff.
Yeah, I didn't see shit. Like I saw a circle around Yanko, but yeah. Anyway,
Actually, he'll actually just move to like here. David.
Well, this isn't going very well. I'm gonna go ahead and just try to cast Shatter on him.
You say shatter?
Yep, Shatter.
Jesus.
Oh wait, shit, isn't that the spell that you get, Pat, as well? Shit.
Shh.
Is there a what is it?
It's a
Strength saving throw?
Strength saving throw.
it just threw a blank one.
He's got no
Shoot me
strength.
blanks, John.
Bum, 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 bum.
Oh shit, that could have hit me.
Oh.
Hmm.
+3.
His unnatural constitution.
Well, then
He
he only
still
takes
takes
half
half damage,
damage. Yeah,
What?
he still takes half damage.
Half damage. Yeah. So, boogaboo.
Cheers, everybody.
Oh, this-
That'll be the end of my turn.
Okay, that would make it Agrim's turn.
Already.
Huh.
My hands begin to glow, and I say, although the Morning Lord could not provide salvation,
Whoops.
perhaps. Whoa! God.
I'm not looking. I'm not looking. Don't look at that.
I accidentally clicked in the fucking vampire weaknesses into the chat because I'm a professional.
Bro.
There you go, man. There you go.
Good work, Wallow.
Thank you.
Yeah, no one's gonna cheat. No one's gonna cheat.
My eyes.
My bad. Okay, Agrim.
I totally forgot where I was going with that. Shit. What was it? I was like, okay, so my hands start to glow, and I tell Doru, although the Morning Lord could not provide relief from this, perhaps you may find respite in the arms of the dank. And I cast Guiding Bolt. Wait, click on a token on the screen to choose a target.
Holy crap.
Jesus.
Damn, dude.
Oh, John, his mic your mic might be muted.
Hey.
Unfortunately, also roll another d20.
A d20, sure.
Yeah. Doru scampers across the ceiling, quickly dodging out of the way of the guiding bolt.
Damn.
Okay. Is that it?
I will also move. Shit, why can't I click? What is this? Oh, it's the ruler. Okay, that's why. Here we go. I will move here to block Tika.
Dude, this dude's on the ceiling, man.
Oh, okay, that's right. Well,
That's fine, dude.
I look intimidating, I guess.
I push Tika on the ground and lay on top of him.
You're not even in the room. Silence. Little voice in my head.
Just falls through the floor.
All right, Walu.
I'm actually gonna step up a bit to about here, I guess,
Hey.
and I'm gonna see if I can't knock him out and put him to sleep. Wait,
fucking
what?
spell.
I don't know what this is doing. I'm sorry. Okay.
Whoa.
Holy crap.
Billion dice.
Damn, dude.
Oh wow, nice.
Good shit, dude.
Well,
So
it may be good. We're gonna learn something here.
So what is it? So if he has 17 or less hit points, then he would fall asleep, right?
Yeah, that's kind of the news I was looking for.
Yes. Undead are
Yeah.
immune to being charmed and aren't
My
affected by this
character
spell.
I mean, sleep would work on undead by default, unless they have like a special thing.
No, it says that
it.
right in the
Oh,
spell.
undead and creatures immune to being charmed aren't affected by this spell. Oh yeah, specifically undead.
Is he considered undead?
Yeah, he's a vampire.
Yeah,
Come on.
dude.
Vampire.
Oh,
I
well, shit.
In fact, Walu, you would definitely know that. So if you would like to take another action,
I would love to take another action, and
all the information you've provided on vampires would be pretty fucked up. If you were like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
they're undead,"
Wait, what?
I appreciate that. So now I have to give me 2 seconds. You know what? No, I'm gonna use my very trusty chill touch on him.
okay.
Oh crap! Oh
It
yeah,
doesn't work against
Yeah.
undead either.
no, it does.
It does, but you're at a disadvantage.
No,
it
he-
gets disadvantage.
Oh, if you hit an undead, I'm sorry. I'll just shut up.
It's
No,
super effective against undead, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, you send out an icy little. Actually, what is it? What does your? Is it a ghostly skeletal hand? What is your description of your?
Yeah, it's a ghostly skeletal hand, but it's got like green flames. Kinda
Okay.
like my body.
Your it's your chill touch of fire.
Yes.
Hey,
It's cold fire.
Hey, Patrick.
Icy.
Is your dude supposed to have green flames all over his body?
I think I put that. I'll get back to you on that. Let's keep going.
Okay, cool.
Sorry.
I can make that happen.
Here we go.
Does he
Ready?
just light up the room himself? I mean, he is on fire.
No, he doesn't actually emit light. He just has like a magical fire on his head. Okay, so you reach out and you
Grasp his
attack-
shoulder.
attack him with the little flamey skeletal hand and deal a small amount of damage to him. And he looks disadvantageous on future attacks against you this round. Yeah.
Boy, he looks so disadvantageous from there.
Is he still on the ceiling?
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to. Can I get a clear shot from where I'm at?
Sure.
All right, cool. Let's. I put my hands together and blow, and this icy.
Oh no, dude! You can't see anything. You're in complete darkness. You don't have produce flame. No one has torches. Everything is black to you right now.
Okay, yeah, it's because I can see everybody else's vision for the stream purposes. So yeah, okay, just wanted to make sure. So I can't see him at all. All right, so in that case, I'm going to produce flame so I can see. All right,
Mhm.
with using that I can see him, right?
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna use my produce flame and I'm gonna chuck it at him.
Okay.
Just mainly because I can't see shit. That's a horrible freaking.
Yeah, he easily dodges out of the way.
I go blast! Somebody give us some light!
Okay, is that it for your turn?
Sorry, yes, that is it.
Okay. Doru sort of hisses and he says, "Oh, I'm so hungry. I thought you would bring me blood, but you're just here for my blood." And he starts scurrying across the ceiling.
Oh
Do
god!
we get an opportunity of? Oh no, he's on the ceiling.
Yeah, he's on the ceiling. And he drops down right on top of David.
Like, why me? Gnomes don't taste good.
Smaller things always taste better.
Hey.
You had those like mini Doritos, man. Holy feckum!
Wait, who's he attacking?
David.
Oh,
Fuck.
thank God.
Fuckery.
I mean, I'm sorry.
So instead of attacking you, he is going to grab onto you. So you can ignore the slashing damage.
Okay.
So he lashes onto you, and then he attempts to bite you. And
He does.
yeah, he sinks his fangs into you and bites you. So you take a total of 15
damage.
points of damage.
Shit.
Straight to 0.
And your maximum HP is reduced by 8.
God.
And as this is happening, David, as you're like, actually, you know what? Since no one else can really see it, it doesn't matter. I won't even bother telling you. And yeah, no, you guys can read it there anyway. So you can see his wounds like start to heal up as he sort of drinks blood. Oh, David, you see his wounds. Yeah, David sees the Doru's wounds heal up.
Oh no, but Doru can't heal. Chill touch prevents healing.
Yes. Until the end of my next turn?
Until the start of your next turn, yeah.
Start of my next turn.
Oh yeah, there you go. So he doesn't.
Boom.
He doesn't heal.
So he just drinks his blood and is like, fuck.
I just feel the
David,
fight.
no.
Killed this gnome for nothing.
Freaking super onions, dude. Yeah, man.
Whoops! What the fuck?
Shit. This vampire is kicking our ass.
Okay, so that would make it David's turn.
Oh god.
I think he's unconscious.
Yeah.
Right, he needs to make some saving throws.
Better get on that.
That's saving for right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
David.
Someone heal me.
Alright, so that's one failed saving throw for David. Agarim.
I've become furious. How much can I move? I can go all the way there. I'm gonna move all the way right next to Doru. And I'm gonna say, release my companion, and I cast one more time, Guiding Bolt.
Damn, that sucked.
Okay, it's as if his vampire, like supernatural powers have given him the ability to know you're coming, and so you unleash another bolt of crackling energy, and he simply leans to the side, allowing it to scorch the wall.
Shit.
Any bonus action?
You know what? Screw it. I say this seems to be a task more suited for a higher power, and I use spiritual weapon.
Hey.
Spiritual what? Yeah. Okay. So you summon the spectral hand.
Gorilla fist.
Of Donkey Kong.
It's Danky Kang.
There it be.
Yeah.
Okay. And it comes down on him, smashing him for damage. He seems caught off guard by the sudden appearance. Tika.
Oh, me? I thought it was the wizard's turn. My bad.
Oh, sorry, Walu. You're right.
Yeah, I think it was my turn.
Yeah.
Awesome. So worried about David. I don't know. First, I I guess, come over here towards the side to get a better look right at him. But I do go back a little bit, though, because I'm still scared. And I'm going to hit him with another chill touch. It seemed to work great last time. Take my hand!
That was almost the worst roll. I see
Yeah, I
that
saw
one.
that.
It's leaning.
Okay,
Chat says otherwise. We're good.
so you land another chill touch on him. He seems annoyed by the skeletal hands now clinging to his body.
Is there any way I can put it over his eyes? Can I control where it goes?
No, you can't.
Okay, I'd figured it just grabs him and that's
Hmm.
cool.
Also, now that you guys are closer to him, here's a. I know you guys have the little handout, but here's a nice picture.
Ah,
Thanks.
looks fine to me.
Doru!
Now that we're near the opening, is there a sort of light kind of coming from it that we can see out of?
I mean, there's like a shaft of light that covers the top of the stairs.
Okay, it's like, is it enough for Tika to be able to see Doru?
Don't worry about me, man. I got some shit going on.
Oh, okay, I got you.
All right, Tika.
All right. I look deep within myself and I summon an ancient spirit of the bear as a bonus action. Boop. So just to recap for you guys, it's part of my druid thing. The spirit of the bear grants you and your allies its might and endurance. You and your allies who are in the aura when the spirit bear appears each gain temporary hit points equal to 5 plus my druid level. So you guys get a total of 8 temporary hit points. In addition, you and your allies gain advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws while in the aura.
So if you guys double click on your tokens,
Double click.
yeah, it should bring you to like a little page there where you can see like bars, bar 1, bar 2.
Yeah.
If you see next to bar 2, there's the thing that says none. If you click that, you can scroll down to temp HP, and that'll go to the temp HP on your character sheet. And then the blue circle you can use for your temporary HP if you want.
Blue circle.
Yeah.
So 8 here. I think that'll do it.
So you said bar 1?
Bar 1 or bar 2. You guys should just decide which one you want to use. It doesn't matter.
I'm just putting it in the blue circle when I click once.
Okay.
Do I do that too if I'm unconscious?
No, I went green.
No, you don't gain any temporary hit points.
Alright, so I then will...
None of you did it right, but that's okay.
Did I not do it right?
I don't have a drop down that you're talking about for temp hit points. There's not a drop down for us. It just says bar 1, 2, 3, and then we have.
Oh, there we go. I got it.
Doesn't it
of
say
blank.
none? Doesn't it say none right next
Says-
to that?
It
No,
doesn't
next
say
to
none,
it says
it's-
leave blank for no bar.
To the right of that, it doesn't say none.
No. There's
Okay,
no
well,
right of that.
I'll set it for you guys. You guys should be able to do this.
Just
But...
put 8 in both of those, so it's like 8 out of 8.
Yeah,
there you
that's
go.
what I did.
Yeah. That works too, right?
Sure.
Okay. Alright, so I, with my spirit beast out and giving us the energy we need, I start dashing towards the stairs, and I leap and turn into a giant badger. Who has night vision, by the way. And I attempt... Can I be on the same square as Agrim?
No, you cannot.
You cannot?
No.
Do you just have all these animal tokens just there?
I do have a bunch of animal tokens.
That's cool.
Last time you let me do that. That's why I was doing this. So I can't do that now?
No. You guys remember us? You can't end your turn in his square.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we talked about. I was letting you guys move up and
Oh,
attack
I
from the
see.
same square, which you can't really do either. But we were doing it because everyone was learning the rules.
I got
But we've never allowed ending in the same square.
So, are you still going to allow attacking on the seam square, or no?
I would prefer if we didn't, but if you transformed because of how we were running it previously, that's fine. You can do it.
Okay, that's what I was doing. My bad, man. But from now on, I'll keep that in mind. All right. So yeah,
Okay, sounds good.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go on Anagram Square, say move aside, in my little squirrely, whatever, what am I? Badger voice.
Badger.
and and I'm gonna do a multi-attack. Did it go through?
No, you have to actually click the attacks.
Oh, it's a multi-attack, so it's bite and claw.
Oh man.
All right, so you lunge at Doru, but with his vampiric quickness, he just quickly dodges out of the way.
Right. I back up. I have to.
Not because I want to.
Exactly. All right, that'll be the end of my turn.
I can't whisper David ever for some reason. Your token doesn't connect correctly to your character.
I'm dying.
David, did you do anything like as you were knocked unconscious, like as you were being attacked? Did you scream or did you just?
I kind of like yelped.
Okay. So, Doru, Agrim, you can make an attack of opportunity.
I will indeed.
Sorry.
It's just a regular melee attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can my dank fists also do this? No.
It cannot.
Sure blame.
Ignore the gnome that's moving around.
Cool.
Okay. So you attempt to take a swipe at Doru as he scurries away from you, but you find the tip of you're carrying a mace, right?
Yeah.
You end up taking a chunk out of the stairwell instead.
14 doesn't hit. Shit.
Damn, this guy's got.
So Doru quickly makes his way out of the trapdoor, and you all lose sight of him. Emhyr, as you're standing outside, you see an emaciated and gaunt-looking young boy with what appear to be fangs come tearing out the front door at high speed.
Remember, I still
well-
can't heal.
I immediately draw my sword. Is it daylight out?
It is not daylight out.
It's not. Didn't we just barely that guy?
No. It is daylight out. Yeah, because you just.
I was
barely-
like, whoa, wait a
It
minute.
was dawn.
Yeah, I was like, it was dawn 10 minutes ago.
Okay. So he would. Sorry, I'm moving you into the initiative here.
Would you mind letting me see the church for the viewers to see what's going on with Emhyr?
You should be able to see Emhyr on the map.
I just can't see the church. I just see Emhyr.
Right.
Okay. That's what's happening. Okay.
You should only be able to see Emhyr's view right now, or because he sees the front of the church. That should be what you see as well, right? Oh no, Emhyr
I
doesn't
was like,
have a light source. That's why, because it's daytime. That makes sense. Yeah. Here, let me give you a light source. Emhyr. My bad, guys.
That's cool. Just wanted to make sure. My bad, viewers, for keeping you in the dark, literally. Where is Brandon? Dude.
No
He
kidding.
said he wasn't feeling good.
Oh, really?
Okay. Agrim and Yanko,
Yeah,
you
it's
should
on
both be able to
Facebook.
see.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Let me see. I don't see anything.
No, not you. You can't see it.
Oh, you said Agrim, you douche.
Oh, sorry, not Agrim. I get you guys confused. All right, I'm here. So Doru runs off far down here to the side.
What's his speed, man? Holy crap.
He ran, you know.
Oh, I see. Double his speed.
Ran all night and day.
Emhyr, you can go ahead.
Okay. Sorry, I'm moving my forward. All right. Well, he's booking past me, I'm going to point my armored fist at him and command him to grovel before the might of the helm. So I'm casting a spell.
An enchantment. Ooh. He's so enchanted. Let's see. Speak one word, command a creature. So wisdom saving throw. Shikshow. No.
Oh shit!
Oh, lordy.
Failure.
Critical miss.
He's in
No
the
effect.
direct sunlight.
No, the spell has no effect if the target is undead.
Oh, son of a bitch. I need to read my own spells.
That's actually a really good point. Isn't he in direct sunlight? Isn't that? I mean, just out of curiosity, does that affect vampires at all? This world?
Well, yeah, I mean, I didn't look at vampire weaknesses or anything from that post you made, but it said they take 20 radiant damage when they're in sunlight each turn.
Man, it's almost as if you guys could see him or were anywhere near him. You might be privy to that information. Emhyr, are you going to? Emhyr, you know vampires are undead. As I recall, is that correct?
I would assume so. Yeah.
Okay, that seems fair.
I mean, I don't know why I would know that, seeing as I don't know my own spells, but.
Okay, so we can assume, just like we assumed earlier, that you know he's undead and you would not try and charm him. Would you like to choose another action?
Thank you. Oh, gracious DM.
So what? I can just move and attack, right? That's like you get a free movement.
Yeah, you move up to your speed.
Charge isn't a thing, right?
It is not. There's a variant rule, but we're not using it because I don't like it.
All right, then I will charge. Well, we'll run at him.
You can say it's okay.
Okay, all right, cool. And just hit him. Oop.
All right. So you take a swing at him and catch him with your long sword. Looking up like a wound on his shoulder.
So 15 is the AC.
Yeah, alright, cool. That's the right amount of damage.
Okay, that would make it David's turn.
How brave of you to exit your hovel and come to meet your death face to face.
Hey.
Okay. Agarim.
Well, shit, I think I'm just gonna not let David the Gnome bleed out here. I'm probably just gonna straight up patch him up.
Are you making a medicine roll or using a spell?
Oh, I'm gonna use magical healing just to instantly bring it up. If I use a medicine kit, that just stabilizes them, though, right?
Correct.
Oh, then no, I'm actually just gonna bring it back up. Dang it, which one of these was the touch one? Was that Cure Wounds or Healing Word?
Cure Wounds. Healing Word is the ranged one.
Ah, okay, because I think Cure Wounds, was the stronger one, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get him with the Cure Wounds.
Alright, David, regain 5 hit points.
Hold on, Disciple of Life gives him also 3, so he gets 8.
Okay. Add those into your healing spells on your character sheet. There should be another entry for you to put another plus.
So, is my max hit points, are they still lowered?
They are still lowered, yes.
Okay. Until when?
It seemed pretty far.
Forever?
We'll find out.
Okay. Is that it, Agarim?
Plus 3. And then I say I will exit the basement here.
Okay. Fuck, where'd your token just go?
Oh, I put it.
You moved under him. I was like, wait, where'd he go? Alright, so that's 5 feet of movement. Is that you still have 25 feet of movement?
Oh snap! Hold on, I was editing my spell there to have that additional healing. There we go. Alrighty, let me see. Oh snap! And I don't see door around, so I immediately bolt for the exit.
Okay.
He's not like running towards Irina or anything, is he?
Well, Irina was with you, but she was standing next to you, so he would have run away from where Irina was technically.
Okay.
Okay, so you reach the front door, and you can see what you see, which is, I guess you're standing in a position you can't actually see where they're at. That would make it Walu's turn. And here I need to put these in.
Did you mention whatever this is yet? I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then I head towards the stairs to head up. But I don't know if I can, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. I think I can get to like right here.
Yeah, you can take a run action.
Oh, cool. Then I run and go up the stairs. Sorry, I'll let you do that.
I got you, dog. Boop.
Yay.
So it's 5 feet from the top of the stairs to the room you're in right now.
Perfect. I just want to come right out to the hallway here. And I'm good.
Okay, Badger version of Tika. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3. So it's going to take 20 feet to get to the space I'm about to drop you on. So it uses 20 feet. Sure. I wasn't looking, I'm going to be honest. I trust you. Okay. Emhyr, go ahead and make an attack of opportunity as Doru scurries away from you and towards and into the village.
Okay, is that an advantage or anything, or is it just a regular attack?
It's just a regular attack. Okay. I also want to know, Emhyr, as like Doru begins to run away from you, you see that the wound you open up on his shoulder has like completely sealed back up when you take another swing at him.
Oh yeah, that shit's gone, damn it.
You actually managed to hit him in the exact same spot, opening up a slightly smaller wound.
However, well,
Mhm.
as my blade enters his flesh, I'm going to channel holy power and smite him.
Okay. You don't need to use bonus actions or anything for that, right?
Don't believe so. I mean, even if I do, I have a bonus action, so...
Well, you don't, because it's not your turn, that's why I'm asking.
Oh, that's right, yeah. I don't know. Hold on, I'm trying to open my character sheet up again. It's slow for some reason.
Yeah, because Roll20 gets bogged down sometimes.
No, it just says when I hit with a melee weapon attack.
Smite away, dog. Smite away.
Smite away, Emhyr.
Okay.
Smitten.
And what type of is that? Radiant damage?
Yeah.
Okay. So you make contact, and just as your blade like hits his flesh, it lets forth this radiant yet sort of reddened light that opens up the wound even further and causes it to sizzle slightly. He clutches the wound as he scurries away from you down into the village of Barovia. It occurs to you that even should you run at max speed, it's unlikely that you would be able to catch up to him. However, you can pursue him if you'd like.
Well, I'm definitely not gonna stand here and do nothing. So, yeah, I'm gonna try and go after him somehow.
Okay. Emhyr, you take off into the village. We're gonna do that. Badger, Tika, you're right there as well. What would you like to do? Okay. Agrim, you're at the doorway. What would you like to do?
I'm just doing the full-on dash action and chasing after.
Okay. Walu, you would see Agrim run out the door suddenly. What would you like to do?
I run out as well. Where's Irina?
Super onions.
Irina is standing, just hanging out, standing outside the church, sort of befuddled as everyone has just sort of abandoned her.
Well, I run past her, and then I stop and go back, and I'm like, "Hey, how you doing?" And then I keep chasing with the other people.
Irina.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I kind of run past her, and then "Hey, how you doing?" And then I continue to go with them on the chase.
Okay. And David, you regain consciousness in the basement here. What would you like to do?
Hey, where'd everybody go? Why does my neck hurt? Screw this.
Yeah, so you touch your neck and there are 2 puncture wounds, and you can feel that like you have been drained. You feel tired, like you don't enjoy the things that you once did in life.
I need a drink.
God.
I gotta get out of here first.
You go up the stairs.
Yeah. Alright. So I'm not even gonna run. I'm gonna kind of just wearily walk out. Where's Irina?
Okay, so as you walk out the door there, you see Irina walking in the front door, and she looks at you and she goes, "Your compatriots have left chasing that creature into the town. I figured it would be safer to come inside the church and wait for their return."
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Don't feel too good. Stick with the llama. I'll kind of just hobble over there.
Irina moves to the center of the church and sits down. She takes a seat next to Nightbreeze, who's been sitting down on a pew in defiance of the act of going down to slay Doru.
I'm like, oh good, he's here. He'll keep you good. And so will the llama. I'll catch you later. I'm not even gonna run. I'm just gonna kind of like hobble out there after them.
Okay. So you all chase Doru into the village of Barovia. So what we're gonna try and do here is we're gonna do some 4E style skill tests. How this is gonna work is each of you is going to just declare a skill that you want to use to basically catch up to him. It's gonna be sort of a chase scenario. As long as you can logically apply the skill, you can go ahead and roll it. You're going to attempt to get a certain number of successes. We're gonna say 5 before you get 4 failures. So we're gonna go ahead and start with not Agrim. I'm sorry, I keep confusing the characters. Emhyr, who begin the chase, and you begin hot on Doru's heels. You manage to catch up, so you're just behind him at certain instances, but his ability to supernaturally cling to walls and ceilings seems to give him the edge when it comes to outpacing you. What is your move speed, Emhyr?
It's 30.
Okay, so every time you're just about to reach him, he manages to slip through your fingertips. Would you like to make a roll of some sort?
Yeah, I'll just go for the obvious and try to use my athletic skill to either leap over some barriers as a shortcut or to try and snatch him as he bounds about overhead.
Okay, go ahead and do a DC 15 athletics check.
Hey.
Nice.
Great. So you see him sort of scampering over walls, and you decide to just take the most direct route. You find an abandoned house as you're passing by, and as he tries to scurry over the building, you instead force your way through a door and bust out the other side just as he's landing. You've managed to keep pace with him. Agarim, you were right. I'm sorry, not Agarim. Tika, you were right behind him.
So what do I need to roll now?
You can roll whatever you'd like as long as you can make it relevant.
I am right behind Emhyr. I guess I'm following Emhyr. So I mean, do I need?
You're like 10 feet back from Emhyr.
So they're right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Man, how can I speed up and catch up to them?
What's your move speed as a badger?
Yeah, can I do a perception check? It's 30. Can I do a perception check to see if I know which direction he's trying to go to?
Sure. Yeah, you can do a perception to see, like, you're trying to sort of determine which path you think that he might be headed to.
Yeah, just to see if I can.
To look.
Maybe more like insight.
Or insight.
Well, I'm assuming that Tika is looking ahead. He's trying to, like, find an opening ahead. If you're trying to determine his path, it would be where you would do, like, insight or investigation. If you're trying to look ahead, see an opening where you might be able to catch up to him, then we could do perception.
Okay, I want to do perception. That's cool.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't tell.
Perceive nothing.
I am just gonna like go through the path that Emhyr has cleared out for me, and I'm gonna be right behind Emhyr 10 feet away.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. Emhyr, I'm gonna use you as the main marker since you're the closest to him. Okay, so that is going to be who is Agarim. You can go ahead and go next.
I'm probably going to try to use insight to determine where he's going, see if I can cut him off.
Okay, go ahead and go for an insight. Okay, you sort of think about where you might be able to get ahead of him. You're looking out from the chapel over the village, and you sort of use how he moved out of the basement, and you know that he beelined for the exit, and you've determined that you think he might be headed straight for the exit. So instead of following his path, you try and get out ahead of him, and you manage to sort of shortcut down the hill at an angle, and get a little bit ahead of him. Though you're still like you see him across the buildings as you're running down the hill, and while you're ahead of him, you realize that you're going to have to cover ground in between the two of you before you can actually catch him.
Right.
Walu, you guys are on the Village of Barovia page right now, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Down
Okay.
there, yeah.
It's a fancy looking chase scene.
Everyone can see the thing, right? No one has fucked up vision right now.
No, I see
Nah.
it.
Okay, great.
Where's the exciting chase music?
Can I?
Here, I can put on the Pug Store music. It's sort of exciting.
Yeah, woo!
Yeah.
do it!
Okay.
Done.
So, Walu, you were behind him. You are the farthest back of everyone. What would you like to do?
I would like to run and pray that I be sped up a little bit.
You're going to pray? You're not really religious, are you?
I'm not very religious, but there's a God. That's what I do.
I mean, I think
good on that.
yeah, it's like I think I'm gonna veto a religion check here for that particular thing.
Let me see. I wanted to run investigation. Is there a way I could like look down the street and see like a shortcut if I investigated it properly?
Sure.
I would
Like
love
follow
to
his
do
tracks.
that. Yeah, kind of towards his tracks, but looking around them to see if I see anything shorter than where he's going, I guess.
Hey, pretty good.
Walu, you barrel down the hill behind Agarim, and you think you catch sight of an alley that you may be able to take use of. Looking at Agarim, it seems that he may have spotted a similar entry point. And we are back to Emhyr. So there's one extra rule here, guys, and that's going to be that you can't use the same skill twice, like back to back.
Ooh. Is that it?
That's it. That's the extra rule. You just can't do the same one back to back.
Alright, I'm gonna shout to the villagers that are all cowered in their homes. People of Barovia, an evil creature of the night is out amongst your midst. He's looking to slay your children and drink their blood. Come forth from the darkness. I will act as a bulldog with evil creatures.
Hey, Jay.
You broke up a lot.
Yeah, you're going in and out.
Your microphone is dying or something.
We can't hear you at all. You're
Really?
gone.
What the fuck?
Oh, there you
Oh,
are.
there you go.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, maybe you were talking too loud.
maybe.
Thresholds.
Okay, say it again, but
Yeah, I'm just waiting for people to come out. I already gave the whole damn speech, so fuck it. That ruined it for me.
yeah. What skill are you trying to use?
I'm trying to persuade villagers just to lend some kind of aid, like throw shit out their windows.
Okay. All right. So you make your plea to the villagers, and you see like a middle-aged man sort of peer out of a window that has been broken out, and as Doru goes past, you see like the end of a broomstick sort of slide out and get tangled up in Doru's feet, and he sort of falls over himself a little bit.
Excellent.
Okay, that would make it Agram's turn.
Well, isn't it Tika?
I'm sorry, Tika's turn. I keep thinking you were closer than Tika.
Yeah, it's cool. So he didn't move. He just stayed where he was put, where he was at, yelling. Is that correct?
Doru did move. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Emhyr didn't move.
Right. Emhyr instead rallied the villagers.
All right. So I'm gonna. I'm hot on the vampire's tail. So he just went straight down the street and tripped. You said?
Well, he went straight down the street, and he got tripped by a villager. So he's still going down the street. He just got slowed down a little bit.
Okay, I'm hauling ass trying to catch up to him. Since Emhyr was almost right on top of him, I'm 10 feet away from Emhyr. That should put me really, really close to him, right?
It will put you very close to him. Are you Actually, what do we have so far? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah. So, yeah. You're just gonna try and push it to catch up to him?
Yeah, like I'm just pushing it. Right behind him.
Okay. All right, make an athletics check.
Oh, my animal athletics, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man, what's with these shitty ass rolls?
Okay, so you try to push your tiny badger legs to their maximum running potential. However, you don't spend a lot of time in your badger form, and as a result, you sort of get tangled up in yourself, and you're not quite able to get as close to Doru as you would have liked. That would make it Agrim's turn.
Alrighty. I used Insight last time, so I'll use Perception this time to see if I can find a reasonable opening to cut him off.
Okay. Okay. Agrim, you head down an alleyway that you spotted Doru through, and you manage to land directly on top of him. And you catch him by his sort of thin and gaunt shoulders. He hisses at you. He hisses at you and says, let me go. I'm hungry. I need to feed. At this point, everyone else who was chasing would round the corner and see that Agarim has managed to snag him.
Good catch, Agarim.
Yes, good.
As I pin him, I say, "You shall pay for hurting David."
Oh.
So you have him held, and as you do, he sort of cowers. He curls up and covers his head and his face, and he just begins He's whimpering.
Before Agram tries to kill him, I change back into my owlkin form, and I approach him, and I tell him, "Tell us what you know about Strahd."
He says, "I'm hungry. Give me blood. Give me blood, and I'll tell you."
Didn't you have enough when you attacked our friend David?
I had to. You were there to kill me. Would you have me not survive? Do I not have the right to live? Do only you have the right to live? I'm so hungry.
I'm gonna tell him, we're going to kill you either way. We can make this painful, or quick. Tell us what we want to know.
Jesus, brutal.
Now hold on. If he has information, I would like to hear it. Is there not a bum or traveler around here we can just feed this guy with?
No. We must not spill the blood of the innocent. This monster has no rights. You either tell us what you know, or we will make sure we'll starve for another couple of years.
We'll just have him face the sun.
He's a boy that has been infected with a curse. Finish him off now, or I will.
Does the vampire stay quiet?
No, Doru covers his face and she says, No, let me free and I'll tell you what happened. Let me free.
For the moment, I turn him towards the sun.
Okay, you point him at the sun.
He just like...
Sun's not doing shit at this point.
Oh, Suenya!
Man, trying to think of what I can do here. Let's see. Oh, you guys go ahead if you have any.
Yeah, I cut his head off.
You motherfucker!
Okay. I assume no one's really prepared for it. So
I was
as you're
gonna try to torture him. I was gonna cut off a limb. You know, I was trying to see what weapons I had. Damn it!
So
Let me look through my bag of torture tools.
So as everyone is sort of like trying to determine the best way to get information out of him, Emhyr walks up and draws his. Do you have a longsword?
Yeah.
His longsword says a quick incantation to his god and swiftly decapitates the young boy.
And I run over to the head and kneel. I'm like, no! And I look at it and I'm like, please tell me you still can talk. Just shaking the head around. There's like blood dripping from the neck.
Yeah, as you shake it, a sort of thick, viscous blood drips out of the neck, as if the blood in his veins has dried from not being replenished, and his jaw just wriggles around uncomfortably as you shake the head.
I stop Walu. I grab the head. I pick up the body if I can. I don't know how heavy it is. And I start walking back towards the church.
Oh, are you sure you want the priest to see this?
Perhaps the priest will want to bury him.
He will finally get his piece.
Okay.
You all.
You might want to bury your son. Here's his head.
I grabbed the body in the head.
Oh, did you?
I say that? Yeah, I said I pick up the body.
Yeah,
I just heard the head. Okay.
Okay.
And back to the church.
That poor boy suffered enough. There was no need for that torture.
I don't know about poor. It sucks that he was starving, but did you see how fast he was?
That was not the poor boy anymore. That was a monster.
It wasn't a monster. It was a child that had become a vampire.
The minute he became a vampire, he became a monster. I say that as we're walking towards the church, not here in front of the priest, of course.
Right. Okay,
once I agree with him here.
You all get back to the church, and you find Irina, Nightbreeze, David, and Pickles sort of sitting amongst the broken pews as Father.
Just throwing it out there, you're a priest of life. It might be kind of something worth caring about a little bit.
Me?
Well, I think as a
Does
priest,
that work on undeath?
We're talking about Agram or me? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
No, he's talking about Agrim.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, go ahead, Agrim.
I guess just as a priest of life, an undead is an affront to that.
Okay, so you all enter the building with the corpse and head of young Doru, Irina, Pickles, David, and Nightbreeze sort of.
before
we can,
I-
like, put this in
Sorry.
before we
Yeah, yeah.
spark in the church.
Exactly. But before I step into the doors, I have a blanket in my back.
Mhm.
I cover the head and the body as I carry it in.
Oh, okay, is the head like on the body? How
Yeah.
are you carrying?
Yeah,
it
the head's
together?
the head's like imagine like I'm carrying the body and the head's like in his crotch, I guess, like in the
Okay.
that area.
Wait,
in
It
his
was
what?
stomach.
almost like haphazardly stitch
Yeah, and
his
that-
head back onto his body.
Okay,
How-
so the head is like cradled on like the stomach
Exactly.
and hip area. Okay, and you have someone
Okay.
lay the blanket over it. So Tika, you.
What?
Mhm. Go ahead. Sorry.
Why don't we just go to the cemetery and lay the boy to rest? Then we can get the priest.
I'm sure the priest would want to say a prayer or something.
I'm not saying that we have to actually like throw the dirt over him.
I was assuming that the
like
only
half
way
of it.
to the graveyard is through the church.
No, you can just walk around the church.
Okay.
There's there's gates. Yeah.
I don't say
Like in
anything.
graves.
I don't say anything, and I start walking to like around the church as he said.
Okay. So you all make your way around the side of the church, through a small gate that leads into the graveyard. You find numerous open graves, just like the one that the burgomaster was buried in. And Tika and Sis Tika, you all lower the body and head into the dry grave.
I stay quiet. I just kind of like I'm meditating as I'm staring at the body.
Greetings, Toto88.
Toto.
All right. Well,
Howdy.
I'll head into the church.
I'll say a quick prayer, and may you find rest in the arms of the dank.
I gotta pee real bad. I'll be right back, guys.
So you guys lay him to rest, and Agrim says a prayer.
Actually, if this is like the designated piss break, I may.
Okay, yeah. Anyone who needs a break, take it now. I will take advantage of it as well. Then
The
We will-
DPG.
we will be back momentarily, guys.
Everyone take
So
a
I got
DPG.
pretty wrecked
Yeah.
in one go.
Yep.
This some bitch held on and he held on tight.
Like a juice box, he just grabbed you and he was done.
Juiced me like an orange.
Did everyone go on a pee break or what?
I'll save one, yeah.
Cool. So chat, how do you guys like the campaign so far? You guys feel like today's running a little smoother? See any improvement? Rocking Monk, Luke, dude. I'm sorry, I haven't really been looking at the chat, dude. Thanks for dropping in, dude. For those of you who are new to this stream, please be sure to give the channel a follow. We really appreciate that, and tune in every Thursday from 8 to 11 p.m. Central. We're not leaving or anything. I'm just conversation ready for everybody. Yeah, Rocking Monk actually was a player with us. He played Thogran. Thogran or Thogran? Probably Thogran. He was
Thogran, yeah.
a bard dwarf who died in the death house. If you'd like to watch that, you can check out my YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/yummyyonko. And it was a pretty gory sight. It was fun.
Nah, I won't turn Luke. He didn't completely drain me of all my blood, and now he's dead.
Roger says, I like that thing with the thing and the fight and bam. Yep. That's the thing most people like, the thing with the bam and the fights. Although I have to admit, last week was kind of a really refreshing, man. Like no fighting, just nothing but story.
Yeah, man. It's you guys are doing a good job with the role playing. I am Glad everyone is
Voice
just
in the
having
sky.
fun.
Whole time, Yonko. I never miss you guys. Luke, again, dude. Thank you. Appreciate it. I guess I've been missing your chats because I've been focusing on the stream and stuff. But good. Always a pleasure to have you, and hopefully in the future, once you get your stuff worked out, you can join us again, dude.
So I can murder you again.
There were 2 bards.
There were 2 bards. This was a 2-bard party. It was a bardy party.
Exactly.
And for anyone who hasn't been following the stream, the monk, or not the monk, the dwarven bard still currently accompanies the party in the form of a sword that has his soul sealed in it.
I will
So
display it to everyone.
So if you if you catch up on the stream, you'll be able to see when that happened.
Yeah.
So here it is, Thogren's sword, once mounted above the mantle of the Thirst Mansion. This sword now contains a portion of Thogren Windsbrane's soul. Once per short rest, you may choose to add a 1d4. Have you used that? You haven't used it this turn, right, David? Oh, because you died.
There we
You
go.
passed out.
As I was walking away, I just hear John say, "Juiced me like an orange."
Oh, I'd love to, but I have to pay to fix my car, so computer is in the back burner. I hear you, bro.
Whatever, man. Just drive your computer to work. It's fine.
Yep,
Something happened?
what I do.
Do we have everyone back, or are we missing?
We're missing Pat.
We're missing Pat. Okay.
That's right, Ray. I was saying that vampire juiced me like an orange.
Yeah, man. He messed you up.
Jesus Christ!
Hey,
one bite.
Emhyr, or Jay,
Mhm.
you don't really have a backstory on your character, so I'm having trouble, like,
Start.
I don't know if that's on purpose or not, but I'm having, like, I guess I was trying to think of where your character is coming from, and, like, what his motivation and intent is. But I guess
I mean, I mentioned this in the first stream and I also said that I had
Oh, there's no biography.
seen my entire village and family get killed, and I didn't do anything about it. Hence why I did not want to murder somebody's son in their church.
that makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's not on the character sheet, but if it is in the first episode where he was introduced.
Cool, man.
Um,
I
I
mean,
mean,
if-
it's like it's kind of in the bio, not the bio. I'm sorry, the background on my sheet. But I guess you can't see that. You can only
No,
see the bio and info.
Yeah, if you put it in the bio, then anyone who taps it will be able to see, which, can be useful if he's trying to show it to viewers. But if it's not something that other characters should know, then it may not be something to share with them. I don't know. It's fine. Is everyone back? Mm-hmm. Oh, go ahead.
We're still missing Pat, looks like.
At
But yeah, man, if you want to just copy and paste whatever you want to share with everybody, I am posting.
No, you can start.
What? Oh. Oh, we can start. Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Sure. So we only have like an hour, so we'll kick it back off. All right, you all bury the body of Doru out back. You leave it. Well, you don't actually bury it. You put it into the dirt.
All right.
I guess we'll start heading back to gather the priest and let him know the news.
Okay. Go ahead.
Emhyr was on his way to do that last.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you both going, or are you just letting him here go?
I'm at the body still.
Okay. Emhyr, you and Agarim both walk together in some sort of weird alliance of terrible news to deliver the priest.
What's the priest's name again?
Father Donovic.
Father Donovic. All right. Father Donovic, your son's curse has been lifted. If you wish to come outside, we've laid him in his grave, and you can say a final prayer.
He says, oh, and also David, you would also at this point see Agarim and
Oh yeah. I'm like, hey guys.
you obviously hear what he said to the priest, that the boy's been laid to rest.
Whoa, some pretty grim news, guys. I still don't feel too good. My neck still hurts.
Donovic doesn't say much. He does give you a nod, and he starts stepping forward before looking back at the two of you, sort of waiting for you to guide him to where the grave is at.
I'll lead the way.
Okay. Agrim, are you just gonna walk along? Do you have anything?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. You all walk back. David, are you gonna follow them, or are you gonna stay in the church?
I'll go ahead and go with them.
Okay. So you all, we'll just go ahead and say you all go ahead and leave the church and head back out to the graveyard, and Donovic says a prayer to the Morning Lord over the open grave, and does the familiar symbol of the Morning Lord that you have seen previously. And he turns to you and he says, I thank you for putting an end to his long suffering. I am sorry to say that I was not a true enough servant for the Morning Lord to grant him mercy, but I thank the Morning Lord for bringing you to me. I am in desperate need of rest myself. If you wouldn't mind, could you please cover the grave?
I pick up a shovel.
Sure, we can do that.
Indeed.
Okay. Father Donovic heads back into the church, and you all grab what shovels you find nearby and fill in the grave, patting the top down with the shovels, and there you are, standing in a graveyard over the body of a boy you decapitated.
So I will get Irina, and I guess we don't even have a way to get to that town, do we? We don't have, like, horses or anything.
You do not
Speak for
currently own.
yourself.
You have a llama.
I have a lot.
Alright, yeah, so I'll get Irina.
She's out there with you.
Oh.
She was there for the prayer.
Irina, it's time that we get you to the Abbey before any more vampires or who knows what else ends up on the loose. Is there any way that we can secure transport?
She says, there aren't many horses left in the village. They've mostly been taken or fed upon by creatures of the night. If we're to travel there, it would likely be on foot.
Things aren't easy in this land, are they?
She says, no, this is a terrible, terrible place.
Welcome to Ohio.
Says, I appreciate all of the sacrifices that you and your companions have made. Thank all of you.
Ain't no problem.
I just keep my
Not a
head down.
sacrifice. It's my duty. Let's gather supplies at your home, wherever you live. I don't have. I ain't got no fancy word for it. Yeah, sure. Homestead.
Could we stop at Bildrath's on the way, please?
Yeah, I was gonna say I might split from the party to go check out Bildrath real quick.
You guys will be walking right by Bildrath.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I
okay.
was hoping we could make it
You
quick.
So you guys can see the map right now, right? That's what you're looking at?
Yes.
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 Okay.
I'll make sure I grab pickle before we leave.
So up here is the graveyard and the church. So you'll be coming you would be coming down here, and then here's Bildrath's, and then you would go down here to the Koljanovic residence.
Okay.
So you would go right by it.
So who's going where? Just to be clear.
I'm going to the market.
Market.
Do you mind if I tag them with their dudes, man? They're just like. Boop.
No, that's fine. Everyone can drop your figures on where you're heading right now.
I would like to. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Now, I would like to kind of hang out, like not in Bildrath, but like around the outside. It's kind of like quiet, kind of still pensive over what just happened, and just looking around and seeing if I can find a snack.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll wait outside the shop.
Okay. So as you're all before you get to Bildreth, as you're all heading down the road with Irina at your side, you see an old woman pushing a cart with small pastries on it. There's like a large leather sack attached to the back of the cart, and as you pass by her, she sort of turns to look at you, and you can see some fine and actually pretty ornate looking pastries on her cart, and she sort of wraps her knuckles on a door, and when there's no response, she moves on to the next, and you cross her path briefly as you're heading down your way to Bildreth, and you can see her sort of knock on each door as you go by.
Y'all see this?
How
Or is it
tasty
just
are
them?
those pastries looking?
Oh, I did say I
The-
did say I have pickles for me, right?
Why don't you make an intelligence check
Yes.
trying to praise the pastries?
I will indeed. I'm checking for tastiness.
Everyone is seeing this?
Yeah, everyone who's there is seeing it. So, Egerin, you're not really familiar with baking or how to determine the quality of goods, but aesthetically, they look exceptionally pleasing.
Mm.
In fact, compared to the rations that you fed on the road, they look like a godsend.
Irina, do you know this woman?
Who are you asking that to? Okay. Well, Irina responds to both of you, and she says, the woman comes to town, and she sells her pastries to the citizens of Barovia. I've seen her around. Yes, pastries, little tarts and such. I've personally never purchased any, but I hear
Never
some
seen
people like
anyone
quite a
purchase
bit.
them?
So as you were talking with Irina, you see her knock, the old woman knock on a door, and the door opens to,
One second, I'll be right back.
a middle-aged woman, and you hear the old woman sort of conversing with her, though it's hard to make out what it is, and you see the woman sort of hand her a pastry, and then the door shuts, and she moves on to the next home.
Mute my mic so everybody can hear me. I approach her, and I ask her, "What is this for? Is this just for food, or is this? I mean, what is it? What's a tart?"
Are
Yeah.
you asking me as Yonko what a tart
No,
is?
no, I'm asking the NPC. I know what a tart is. The owlkin
Okay.
does not know what this crap is.
Well, I mean, has you as an Alkin never seen a baked good before?
No.
Okay.
I guess I want to know what it is. Much information.
I mean, you know it's food. You're just asking her what is this?
Yes.
She says, "Oh, these are my dream pastries. They're quite delicious. I
back.
sell them to the citizens of Barovia."
Why do
I
you?
buy 100 pastries.
What? Then I ask her, what do dreams taste like? What? Why are they called dream pastries? That doesn't make any sense.
Because their flavor is so exceptional. It's like a dream to take you away. Something to help you forget about Barovia, just for a bite or two.
How much are they, madam?
One gold apiece.
I'm gonna buy one, and I'm gonna take it to the priest.
Okay, you hand her a gold piece, and she says, "Thank you for helping an elderly woman with her finances." And she trades you a single ornate little pastry. It's as you sort of take a look at it, it's a small baked pie almost. Well, you know what a tart is as a real person. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a small, and you can see the shapes of stars and moons. It's sort of pressed in the top, and it's decorated with minced fruit. And there's a single candied cherry that rests at the top of it.
I ask her, what's inside the food? What's inside the crusty stuff? Yeah.
The crusty stuff.
Tart.
It's fruit.
All fruit.
Correct.
I'll probably buy one too. Yeah, I'll hand her a gold.
Okay. You give her a gold, and she sort of nods happily at you and hands you a pastry and takes your gold.
I'm gonna use divine sense.
Okay.
Is there
Thank you.
anything evil? Well, I guess you know what, evil isn't the right word because it's not detect evil. It just
Malicious,
senses
or-
if things are like accursed or blessed, or if there's the presence of undead fiends or fae.
Oh, here, I'll go ahead and show this to you guys. Pew.
Oh, nice.
Jeez.
She
Yeah,
is
you guys have fun with those cookies there.
Yeah, you get sort of an evil emanation from her. Does it let you determine what they are, or just if?
I can determine if it's undead, fiend, or fae, but not the identity. So it specifically gives the example of I can detect undead, but if it's Strahd von Zarovich, I don't
Okay.
know that it's Strahd von
Don't you have detect magic or something? Use that.
That's not the same thing, though.
That would detect magic. This detects those kinds of creatures, and it detects things that are like cursed or blessed.
You get the very familiar emanation of a fiend from her.
Has anyone eaten the cookies?
No, I was gonna take one to the priest.
I just bought one to have, but I didn't need it.
I guess on my observation, can I cast detect magic as a ritual?
It takes you 10 minutes plus an action to cast detect magic as a ritual. So I mean, you can cast it. It just is going to take you 10 minutes.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna, if possible, try to hint at them that not to eat the cookies or the tarts.
Okay. And in what way are you going to do that?
I'll just kind of look at them out of the side of my eye and just kind of like shake my head a little bit if they
Okay.
make
Can
eye
I get
contact with me.
Can I get perceptions from everyone to see Agarim's on the DL?
Wait, what do you mean?
Perception checks. Oh,
Uh,
but you just rolled an intelligence check for some reason. Oh no, that was for the appraisal. Yeah. So perception for anyone to notice. Okay, so Tika and Agarim, you notice like a look on Emhyr's face that's giving the clear indication that like something is not right here and is not right with these pastries.
that's a good thing we were the only ones who bought one.
So as you guys are sort of looking at each other and shaking your heads, she starts heading back down to knock on doors again and continue her route.
Madam, where does such a young and beautiful woman such as yourself hail from?
She says, you flatter me, sir. I come from down the road at the old mill. Well, we've used it as a mill. It's used to be a windmill. We've just removed the wind part.
Who's we, miss?
Tika, are you casting it as a normal action, or are you trying to cast it as a ritual?
Either way, it's gonna take up a spell slot.
No, a ritual doesn't burn a spell slot, but it takes 10 minutes
Exactly.
plus cast time.
I'm just observing it, so as a ritual, I'm just gonna, yeah.
Okay,
as
you
I'm
got
observing it,
10
I walk
minutes.
towards the church and I sit outside the church until I finish the ritual.
Okay, so you're gonna walk all the way up there.
Yeah.
And do it.
Or,
Okay.
like, as I'm, yeah.
There's a radius on what it hits, isn't there?
There is.
Oh, well, I'm doing
It's-
it on the pie, so.
Well, no, you
Oh,
don't
the
cast it
pie,
on a person. You cast it on a thing. You cast it on yourself.
Well, right, but if
Oh, you have the pie in your hand. That's what you're doing.
she's interested in the pie.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So you all see Tika sort of take his pie and just wander off, doing bird things.
I'm very confused as to what the hell this thing is.
Emhyr, what were you saying?
What was I saying? Who's we?
We.
Just my sisters and I work together. We're a family business, you see, just trying to stay afloat.
Does the business have a name?
Hocus Pocus.
No, we hadn't thought to name it. I just bring my cart and my pastries. I'm just an old woman needing to make a coin.
Why would an old woman decide to sell her pastries here in such an abandoned town when there are... I keep forgetting the names of the towns.
Yeah,
I need to write these down. I have nothing to write with.
You have a
I have
computer.
Yeah, but, you know, it's...
I have a Word
not
doc
the same.
open.
She says, well, but Barovia is the nearest town, so this is where we sell our wares.
Well,
Anyone else who's there, because no one knows that she's not an old lady except for Emhyr, just for the record.
Right.
Okay.
I kind of wonder why he's
Okay,
asking
go,
her all these
Why
questions.
are you questioning this lady so hard?
anyone can make an insight if they want to do that.
I'm dropping one right now.
Sure.
And I got nothing. Nice.
So as I asked him why he's questioning her so hard, I guess I took a better look at her and stuff.
well, we
Well, I
don't
think-
get a chance to speak with a lot of the townsfolk here, so one is out and about selling such fine pastries. Why wouldn't I speak with her?
Okay, David. So you get the impression that something strange is going on with this woman. That even though she claims that she's just an old woman selling her pastries, that between Emhyr's sort of pressing her and her uncomfortable claims that there's something strange going on. Agarim, you don't notice shit. She's an old lady. Agarim, did you even roll actually?
Oh no, I didn't. Let me just click. That's perception, right?
Yeah. No, not perception. Insight.
Oh dang it! 1 sec. I noticed even less shit.
He forgets something. What's she selling again? No.
How long
okay.
ago?
Yeah, so Agarim and Wallu, yeah, she's an old lady with some tasty treats.
Please let me know when 10 minutes go by, man.
Mm-hmm.
How long ago did you take up residence at the windmill?
I suppose it was a few years back now.
Oh, okay. So you weren't born here then?
Well, I was born here, but we took up residence in the mill a few years ago.
Oh, where did you live previous to that?
We were born. I was born in the next town over, Vallaki. You ask a lot of questions, young man, and I have many pastries to sell. Perhaps if
I don't understand. You said that you were born here, but then you were born in Vallaki, and yet you also said that why would you sell your pastries anywhere else but here, because here is where you are, yet you clearly came from Vallaki, a town that is much more populated than this place. And I'm sure that the villagers of Barovia are in dire need of your treats, but as a business decision, I just don't understand why you come here. Is it just out of the goodness of your heart?
We produce the pastries at the mill, and the mill is closer to Barovia than it is to Vallaki, and it seems as if the people of Barovia need them much more.
But you took the wind out of the mill. It can't mill anymore.
It's not powered by wind any longer. We power it by hand. That is why I require the help of my sisters.
Oh, what's in your treats?
Would you say what's in the treats?
Yeah.
They're mincemeat tarts. It's fruit. It's 1 gold if you'd like to try one. Your companions seemed to think that they looked worth the purchase.
I'll give her a gold for a pastry.
Okay, she takes your gold and she gives you a fine-looking pastry.
Do your sisters ever go around town selling as well?
She says, "Oh no, they stay and work at the mill. I'm the only one who comes into town."
Hey there, SlyFan64. Thanks for joining the stream, bro. Hey, if you guys are new, please feel free to give that channel a
I don't
follow.
believe I got your name,
Got
did
you
I?
guys next week as well, every Thursday.
Morgantha.
Obviously it's Morgantha, you know, but it's a pleasure to meet you, Morgantha. My name's Emhyr.
It is good to meet you as well, Emhyr. It's nice to see that there is such a powerful-looking knight here in Barovia. Perhaps you can make a difference for the people here.
Well, everyone has to look out for this town.
I agree.
Do you know what has driven it to such ruin? Why are the villagers so scared to come out?
Of course, that would be Lord Strahd. It is no secret.
What does Lord Strahd do to them?
Lord Strahd is just always present. His creatures prowl the night. It is worth being scared here. There's no telling what's in every shadow.
What gives you such bravery to prowl these streets?
I come during the day. That is why you have found me here in the morning.
Well, of course, but I never see the villagers out even during the day. It seems like we're the only people that are ever out on the streets.
It is true. Most prefer to stay in their homes, though if you go to the tavern, you'll find some there. Perhaps it's just an old woman already so close to death. It doesn't hold as much fear for me as it does for the younger folk.
Why don't the citizens fight back against the creatures that live here?
Oh, they've tried. The citizens of Barovia were much more numerous before. I was only a year past the last time they marched on the castle with that wizard.
The wizard. What was the wizard's name?
I'm not sure. He was clad in brown and gray. He held powerful magic items, and he rallied nearly half the town behind him. I heard he even had folk from Vallaki and Krezk with him.
What other sorts of creatures scamper about?
Strahd prefers creatures of the night, wolves and bats. Those are the most often what you'll see, though the dead walk the streets as well. You should be careful. Come out only during the day.
Is there anything less known? Things that hide in plain sight?
There we go.
I've heard that Strahd himself is capable of such tasks, but there is no creature here in these lands as powerful as Strahd.
Okay, that's 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, you can go ahead now.
So what do I know?
So you sort of focus on the pastry and try to see if it's has any sort of magical effect. And it does sort of put off a very, very faint glow.
Faint glow.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do a perception check to see if there's any animals near me?
Like you're just gonna look around to see if there's an
Like,
animal?
Yeah,
A llama or something?
like something I can feed. Try to feed it to.
The llama.
Sure. I mean, you might be able to find like a rat or something walking around.
Okay.
Assuming
He
you
ends
can
up-
get it to eat it.
He
Well, I
ends
mean,
up
so
eating the rat
something I
before
know
the
would
rat
eat
gets
it.
the
Something
pie.
like a crow or a dove or something like that.
Go ahead and make a perception.
Okay.
I mean, there's an animal handling check.
Fuck. Seriously.
Yeah, but that's not to like detect animals.
Damn.
Okay, gotcha. Nothing.
Okay.
The druid of all people can't find animals.
I have an ability to speak to animals. I'd like to kind of like call out to local crows, see if anybody shows up.
You can speak. Oh, what ability is that?
It's called it's part of my druid circle. It's called beast speech.
Is it like once per long rest or short rest or?
That's just an ability I have all the time. Yeah, the one I have that's once is the spirit bond, which is when I cast the spirit beast. I can only do that once per short rest. But the beast speech is whenever, like all the time. Like I can talk to them as if they were NPCs.
Okay. So you can decipher their noises. So you can't like talk to them as if they speak a language.
Right, but I can communicate with them. Like I can talk to them. They will understand me. Mm-hmm.
You just make like 100 different animal noises, or what?
Okay.
Like,
So
I'm-
you let out like a series of caws, and you see like a small group of like we'll say three ravens sort of flutter over and perch on a like a rooftop near you and sort of look at you.
They're looking at me. Okay, good. I break off a third of it, and I crumble it, and I toss it up in the air for them to see me.
Okay, to be clear, it is like a mincemeat pie. If you like try and crumble it, you're just gonna.
Well, you know what I mean?
mash
Yeah.
through it.
I break off a piece and I try to break it into pieces so that they can actually swallow it. Yeah.
Okay, and you like throw it on the ground.
I throw
Or
it
you
up.
throw
So,
it up.
I throw it up so they can see it land.
Okay, you throw it up and it sort of plunks on the ground, and they look at it, and then they sort of look at you, and you can see the crows. You read their body language as basically saying like no.
I ask them why not. I mean, for an animal to refuse free food, it's very rare. So, not.
They're gluten intolerant.
It's a celiac. It's got celiacs.
You get the impression of danger.
Okay. Like, they saw what I threw and they knew what it is. They got the impression of danger.
That is what seems to be the case. Yes.
Okay. So.
Don't we have something we should be doing? I mean, if there's no immediate threat, perhaps we should just let the woman be on her way.
Well, we're doing something, man. I'm figuring out what the fuck these pies are.
was that in character, Ray?
Well, no, because Yanko's not around us. We don't know.
Yeah, I don't know that he was talking to Yanko. That's why I'm asking.
Oh.
Was that in character, Ray, or out of character?
Oh wait, am I not nearby? Oh, sorry. He.
I walked towards the church.
It went off. I wasn't sure if you were saying that to everyone else who's like to Emhyr and stuff.
Oh, then yeah. I guess I'm just saying it to the people around me.
Okay, so Agrim says that.
Well, before, because I mean, I'm gonna conclude what I'm doing here real quick. So they sense danger. I pocket it and think twice to not give it to the priest, and I start heading back to let them know what I figured out here.
Okay. So Tika, you arrive just as Agrim is saying to the group, "This obviously isn't a pressing matter. Perhaps we should let the old woman go."
So I explained to them I tried feeding this to some local birds, and for them to not eat food that's given to them for free. Are you
I assume
okay?
he says this aside.
Do you need a drink, Emhyr?
I need some water.
I was having a conversation with the merchant here.
I didn't see the merchant. I 180 spin my head to look at the merchant, and I go, oh. And then I 180.
Well, you would have seen her approaching. They're clearly still having the same conversation.
Oh, really?
As you walked up. Yeah.
My bad, man.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the map. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure out where everybody is. My bad, dude.
Ignore them. It's just the map of the town right now. Ignore that right now. You guys are just on a street talking to her. As you approach, you would have seen them talking to her.
This will be my last question, my lady. Of course, Strahd is the most powerful thing, but are there other creatures lurking about? Things of lesser renown?
Well, I suppose in comparison to Strahd, everything is of lesser renown.
Very well. Well, I'll let you be on your way, and here's a coin for the chat. Thank you.
You give her what kind of coin?
Just another gold piece.
Okay. You give her another gold piece, and she says, "Thank you, thank you, sir. Here, take a tart. I couldn't take your gold for nothing."
I try to approach her because I'm scared that these are dangerous pastries.
Thank you very much.
And I ask her, how many do you have in the cart?
I mean, you can see, looking at the cart, that there's dozens of pastries.
Does it look like she sold a lot?
It looks like she sold, I mean, a decent amount, yeah. Not like a ton, but she's sold probably like, if you had to guesstimate, 5, 6, 7. Based on the
maybe
missing.
This is the whole reason that people don't come out. It's because they've all eaten these things and like been drugged or whatever.
Okay. I'm what's around me? Is there anything like a water fountain or something?
No, there's no
yucky
water
around me?
fountain.
Like some
what are these
manure in a corner, something.
I mean, yeah, if you're just looking for nasty shit, I mean, you can find something gross nearby.
Okay, I tried to accidentally, quote unquote, knock over her pastries into some nasty shit.
Oh, you're trying to do that? There's nothing like in the main road for you to like tip the entire cart into. If you went like looking for something gross, you could find something, but there's nothing like that the cart is going by.
Okay.
What were these things called again? Dream cookies or something? What was it?
Dream pastries.
Oh, pastries. Okay, there we go. Dream.
Okay, well, Morgantha hobbles down the road with her wooden cart, and the wheels sort of knock against the cobblestone and dirt roads.
As she leaves, I say 5 more, and I just kind of catch up to her, buy 5 more, and head back to the team.
Okay, she happily trades you 5 gold for 5 pastries. And she says, "You are generous, sir. I thank you. Allow me to at least give you some advice. Your visage is strange, and it may be taken ill in these lands, considering the beasts that lurk. Be safe, good sir. Be safe."
If these pastries are actually just a regular old pastry, I'm gonna be really disappointed.
No, okay, well,
all into it.
She leaves, right?
Yeah, she continues down, and eventually she turns the corner and heads down another road.
Okay, I huddle. Well, I go towards my teammates, and I explain to them that there's definitely something wrong with these pastries.
Well,
Something
of course
wrong?
There's something
What?
wrong with them. They were cooked by a demon in woman's form and her 3 evil sisters.
2.
I mean, 2 evil, of course.
She said she had 2 sisters.
yeah, I know.
Is there
Wait, what determines that it's bad, and what determines that they're evil?
I explained to them the whole thing with the birds, how they wouldn't eat, free food.
Ah.
I
What
asked.
determines that it's evil is that she's an abomination, a fiend that has the boo-boo that
Crawled
has
its way out of hell.
crawled forth from the pits of the abyss.
Okay, I asked.
Oh, really?
She
I asked-
smells foul. It's just, I mean, can't you just taste the vileness in the air when she's around?
What do you ask, Tika?
I asked the lady that's traveling with us. I forget her name. I'm just gonna call her the lady.
Irina. Her name is Irina.
Irina.
Irina Goljanovic.
Irina
Not
Goljanovic.
her.
Miss Golyanovich, because that's not a mouthful. Irina, have you tried one of these pastries before?
Oh, were you not? I thought you were there for that conversation.
Oh,
She's
my
never
bad.
had.
Okay, my bad.
Mhm.
I say, let's hold on to these and not eat them until we learn exactly what they do. But the name like Dream Pastries, I'm assuming can't be something good.
The person that she sold the pastries to, who like opened the door, I'm gonna knock on the door.
Okay. You knock on the door. There's no response.
Oh,
We
man.
have pastries for you.
You call out into the
Knock, knock.
house, but you don't hear anything stir from behind the door.
I
hear
start
the
peeking through
windows?
some of the windows. Yeah.
Okay, Agrim and Tika, you guys peer through the windows. David, what are you doing, buddy?
I've kind of just been watching this whole thing. just kind of
Well, no
standing
shit.
next to Pickles.
David, you gotta eat one of those pastries, man.
So you
And
guys start
You're already
peering.
basically dead, so
You guys start peering through the windows, and Irina sort of goes, but perhaps we shouldn't invade people's homes and privacy. You start looking through, and you can see a man seated on like a wooden chair at a wooden table, and he's got sort of his head resting on the table.
I tried to
anyway.
quietly somehow break into the house. I try the
What the-
I try the window to see if it's locked.
I thought you were gonna be. I like quietly knock on the door. Be like, I quietly break into the house.
Quietly knock on the door.
I just say I agree with Irina, and I start walking towards the merchants.
I put my hand on Tika's shoulder and say, "Oh, perhaps we should leave this matter for another time."
I still tried to open the window. Is it locked?
It is not locked necessarily. There is like a wooden board covering part of it.
Can I open it?
You can open it. You are not confident that it will be entirely quiet, but you can definitely attempt.
Oh man.
Okay, I try opening it either way.
Sure, make a stealth check.
Tika, remember what the old woman said about your visage? You're a giant bird man breaking into someone's home.
I go, shh.
Oh, don't worry. It doesn't look like he's gonna make it.
I'm gonna
Greetings,
take a few
Sly Fan.
steps back.
Okay, you take a few steps back. Okay, so Tika, you sort of go to gently open the door or open the window, but like with a slip of your feathery fingers, like you suddenly find a horrid like screeching wood sound echo out as the wood like catches on the windowsill and slowly pulls out a nail.
Okay. So it pulls out did it open? though?
It did open. It opened very loudly, but it opened.
Did the guy move?
He did not.
Okay, I turned to look at the guy and I said, "There's something definitely wrong with this guy," and I try to. I give it a pause to see if anybody reacted to that inside. Was anybody else in there?
There's only him in there, and he is still in the same position.
Is it like clear to everyone else that this dude is not moving at the table?
Yeah, I approach him, and I wanted to see if he's alive. I check for a breath.
So I mean, if anyone else was staring at him, then they would have noticed that he was not moving. Tika climbs in the window. Does anyone do anything while he's trying to climb in the window?
I'm still headed
Well,
to the merchant.
I mean, as long as I see that this guy's asleep, that's all I care about.
Okay, yeah, he is clearly still unconscious as Tika is
But he's not.
going.
Can I tell he's not dead though? I'm just trying to make sure to see if he's dead or alive.
Well, you haven't made it to me. We need to do this step by step. That's why I'm starting with you going in the window. As long as everyone's fine with that, you make your way through the window and you walk over to him at the table, and he's clearly breathing. He's just unconscious. It looks like he's asleep.
And I did a loud noise and he didn't wake up. I tried poking at him a little bit.
Okay, you poke him, and he seems unresponsive.
And I semi loudly say hello.
Tika,
He does
He's
not respond.
Get out of the house.
I look for any remains of the pie. Did he finish it all?
It looks like he probably ate the pie. You can see crumbs sort of on the table, or
Okay.
the tart, the pastry.
Okay, so I turn to him and say, these things make you fall asleep. Okay. Dream pies. It all makes sense now. So,
Yes, clearly these witches at the mill are the reason that this town is, well, asleep. These people aren't cowering inside of their homes because they're too scared to face the monsters in the darkness or because of Strahd. It's because they've all been tranquilized.
she could be
Or
showing these people
perhaps-
mercy. Maybe these
Yeah, maybe-
people needed to be asleep, so as not to be slaughtered.
As escapism.
She's a fiend, and I will spill her unholy guts and the guts of her sisters across the floor of the mill.
All right, I start exiting the house. So I try to catch up with everybody else.
Where was this
Pardon my
enthusiasm?
French, Irina.
I mean,
Fire.
yeah, I mean, no one was ahead, so everyone was sort of waiting for you guys. So you
Oh.
make your way out the window where
thought I heard-
Emhyr and Agarim are.
Okay.
And you all walk back to the front of the house, or you don't Emhyr?
I explained where my enthusiasm was with the vampire, and the vampire is also undead, which is also a primary factor.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Not that I'm big on like helping out the undead, but
Irina looks to Agarim and Emhyr, and she says, "Perhaps we can make our way back to our manor. You said you needed provisions, correct?"
yes. Has your
Yes.
brother ever eaten one of these pastries, or the
Just-
people at the Blood and Vine?
She says, "Well, I couldn't say. He spends most of his time down at the tavern. We never purchased any while we were in the manor, but I suppose he could have purchased one while he was out."
And what about the people at the Blood and Vine or the priest?
Well,
Do you know if they've ever had anything?
I certainly wouldn't know.
Fair enough. Yes, we need to get provisions.
Okay. I ask Walu and Agarim if would you guys want to join me at the Blood of the Vine while they get their provisions before we head out?
Let me ask Irina real quick, ma'am. Do you have garlic at your house?
She says, yes, I'm sure we have several cloves somewhere in the kitchen.
If I may take a couple of those, and then I'd be more than happy to go have a drink at the Blood of the Vine.
Certainly, if we're in need of some decent cooking on our way to the next town, I suppose we can bring some garlic.
Sure, sure.
And she sort of scratches Pickles behind the ear and then pats David on the head.
Oh.
Please don't do that.
Oh, my apologies, sir.
It's only my neck's still sore. That's why.
Oh, I understand. Did you injure your neck? Did you fall?
Onto some vampire.
Yeah, I fell on something kind of sharp.
So she sort of like leans down and takes a look at your neck, and then she suddenly like embraces you super hard, and she goes, I see that you have been through what I have been through. I am sorry, my small friend. I know it is a terrible thing. She releases you, and she says, "Let us make haste to my home."
Okay.
I let David know before they all head off. I say, if Irina offers any healing potions, please save them for me.
I just kind of give you a wink. All right.
Okay, so you guys head through the streets of Barovia. You end up in the center of the town here, and you are. Oh, you couldn't see that, could you? Here, I was on the different layer. Right next to the Blood of the Vine Tavern and Bildreth's Mercantile. So who was going where?
I asked Agarim and Walu if they wanted to join me at the tavern.
Oh, if they're going to pack the garlic, then I'll just go with them to the tavern.
I gotta refill my wineskin.
I'll go to the manor.
Okay.
Okay.
But also just to Kind of throw it out there because of what she told me. I reach into my backpack and pull out my traveler's clothes, which have a hoodie, and I kind of wrap it around myself and put my hoodie on.
Okay, so we have Pickles and David going to the manor. And with Irina. And we have Tika, you're going to Blood of the Vine?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Agrim, you're going to Blood of the Vine?
Yes, indeed.
Walu as well. I don't know where my token's at though. I've been looking for it.
Walu, that's correct. Walu, you're also going to the Blood of the Vine?
Yes.
Okay.
And thank you.
And Emhyr, where are you going?
To Irina's.
Okay, so no one's actually going to Bildrath's.
No.
I changed my
yet.
mind after. They have what I need. I don't need to go.
Alright, so Tika, Agarim, and Walu, you break off from the group and make your way into the Blood of the Vine Tavern, and Irina wishes you the best of luck in the tavern, and she says, we'll see you back at the manor. I hope you find what you're looking for in the tavern. If Ismark is in there, send him back home. And then David, Emhyr, Pickles, and Irina, you guys head south to the manor. And this seems like a good place for us to call it.
Yep, I forgot they haven't seen me in the tavern yet, right?
Awesome.
That'll be fun.
Cool.
Alright, guys. Well,
Right.
That
I was
was-
knocked out.
yes, you were, man. Woo!
Man, that was awesome.
That was really cool, dude.
But I survived.
Yeah.
Dramatic chase scene.
So viewers, how are you liking the stream so far? You guys enjoying the D&D sesh? I personally think this session went like a lot smoother than the previous ones. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I feel like we were a lot more in character.
Yeah, I would agree.
right,
You guys stayed a lot on point and a lot in character. I thought it was probably one of our best sessions.
Once the game starts, this is all David.
This is all David. That's awesome, man. It kind of sucks that Brandon didn't feel good in the end, man. It would have been nice to have him. Yeah, where did Brandon go? I mean, like his character. I mean, where did you determine? Did you guys?
I mean, he's walking around with you guys. He
Okay.
he typically sticks with Emhyr, because they have gotten along the best so far.
All right. Cool.
So I'll actually put his token down here in the manor as well.
Good session, guys. We're getting
Ooh.
from Luke. Thanks, Luke.
Thanks, Luke.
Sweet.
Good stuff, man.
Sweetie
Guys,
McSalty
thank
balls.
you all for hopping in. That was great.
Yeah, guys. And guys, if you guys are new to the stream and you haven't followed, please hit that follow button. It'll give you a notification when we come on. Also, the more follows, the better, right? I'm trying to reach my 100 followers goal. I'm almost there, so that would be awesome.
And any lurkers out there,
Hey, thanks, Sly.
glad you were there for us.
Slyfan64. Looks good. I came in late, but you've got a cool party. Best of luck in Barovia. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sly.
Like, well, you know what? Like I said, man, give that channel a follow, and you'll get a notification when we come on next time. Just to be clear, we do it every Thursdays from 8 to 11 p.m. Central Time. So yeah, I'm gonna
If anyone needs to catch up or anything, you can watch them on Twitch or you can find them on YouTube, and those are actually bookmarked on YouTube. So if you go to youtube.com/yummyyonko, you can get the bookmarked videos.
Yeah, I bookmark all the major events that happen in the session. So, yep. And the bookmarks for this one I should put them in at some point tomorrow. So, yeah, I missed most of today's. Well, I'm gonna start that outro music, guys. Thank you again very much for joining our stream, John's dude. I'm loving it, dude. I'm
Good
loving
stuff, guys.
I'm glad everyone's having fun. I put a lot of
it's a
work
blast.
into reading this adventure.
Yeah, man.
Oh, it's fun.
All right, everybody. Peace out.
Peace
Bye,
out, guys.
guys.
Bye.